William, there's a very clear reason why I don't bother with those sorts of games.
Uh,
It's because it needs a subscription and you don't want to spend that kind of money?
True, although I would much rather a game with a subscription model than microtransactions out the ass any day. I would take that in a heartbeat for a live service over microtransactions, because at least then it's like, do you want this decorative armor piece, or do you want this armor piece? Actually, yeah, not even decorative. It's like, do you want the mega cool Hellfire Spark Armor of Doom? Well, in the subscription model game, not only does it look cool and also give you stat bonuses, so it actually is better, you can unlock it by killing Hellscorn Damocles the Fifth without taking any damage, and he'll drop it. Go do that. It's
Eventually.
yours. No, not eventually.
This
Just
game-
if you do that without taking damage, it is yours.
This game, Final Fantasy XIV, technically does both. Where like there are microtransactions, but that's for like.
That's any game.
Yeah, but the thing is with like the microtransactions, none of the armor sets actually have stats. It's all for glamour. There's like, you can there's the
Nice.
glamour system in this game is extreme. Like it's obscene what you can do in this game with the glamour systems. Like every plus you can actually it has like the seasonal events, and like you can get all the seasonal events completely for free. Like just play them through, get all the rewards. But if you miss the seasonal events, you can, if you want to, like the time it goes around, like a year, like you can purchase the previous year's seasonal events rewards
Okay.
for like
You see-
$5.
That's FOMO shit.
It's-
I'm talking about actually just fucking put the items in your game instead of making it where, oh, go play the event and maybe it'll drop, but you better do it while the event's happening. No, I'm talking about somewhere out there in the world, in the Scorch Waste, is Hellscorch Damocles the Fifth, and you kill him and he drops his normal stuff, but you can go and kill him again later if you want, and if you do it without taking any damage, you get the Breastplate of Ultimate Fuckery.
No,
Make the game a
event
game.
stuff isn't. No, the event stuff isn't RNG. You just get the stuff if you play the event.
The problem is it's kind of separated from the game itself. It's not, the chestplate of ultimate fuckery that you see Hellscorch Damocles the Fifth wearing, and I just want it to actually be a part of the game instead of being some shit they just plug in the seasonal event to drive engagement.
What's popping, Logan?
This is why I don't play these
What are we
games.
talking about?
The depressing
Final Fantasy
decline
14.
in game design
Okay,
caused
Logan.
by money.
Are we Okay, Logang. Are we gangbanging today?
Every day.
Fucking kill
Me,
myself.
4 other guys, 1 woman, dark room, behind an Applebee's.
And there's a room behind the Applebee's.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I forgot. In the then fight. I forgot I put together that image with then fight Dino God in flames. Ah.
I'm going insane.
Oh yeah, I saw that comical, just fucking Mina with the long horns again, and the long hair. It looks great. I love her character design.
This comical. Have you even watched Fire Rain Life After Journey?
No.
Oh, I recommend it. It's very good. Also, Payday. We still need to watch that. That's gonna be our next show. You'll love it. I promise you will love it. What? Fire Rain Life After Journey.
Oh, is it the
That
one
is-
with the elf?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I know we need to watch that
Yeah.
stuff.
I promise you will like it.
Yeah,
You know what
I'm pretty sure I will,
you know
too.
what I've learned? Apparently, nearly most of my favorite manga are all written by women.
I mean,
and I just find that interesting. Like Full Metal Alchemist, like Blue Exorcist looks pretty good. I've been meaning to go into that. Freaking yeah.
The anime was pretty good until you realized they stopped, and then it was one of those, well, fuck you. If you want to know what happens now, read the manga.
Let's see.
It's not
exactly.
getting another season.
Not exactly to my taste, but not bad. Comical what you've posted there.
You're fighting demons?
It's a bit more. I go a bit more on the refined side of things, you know. This is more punk. This is more punk goth, which is not abhorrent or anything, but not as good. Not as good as the other side.
You prefer the Lolita?
I think that's what that qualifies as. Maybe?
Something like this.
Close. A little too flashy, but close. Closer.
Something like this one?
Fuck, man, I love Lola.
Getting closer again.
This one.
Better. Much better. Yes, ma'am. A little more Morticia.
Oh, I fucking love Morticia. Look.
God, that woman went through so much to get in that role.
If I remember right, didn't the actress say she loved every second of it, but also hated every second of it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they literally glued her eyes in position, and she had a fucking
And shined
spotlight in her face the entire time.
Hey, yeah, you gotta get that Dracula flair.
And then not only that. Oh yeah.
Mousely Samus. God damn it.
Mousy Saran, I guess would be not Mousy.
The mouse.
Mousely Graham.
That's
God,
what I
those
love
thighs
about
are
artists, man.
her thighs are thicker out of the suit than in.
Damn. I'd be showing the stream all of these images, but man, I cannot be fucking bothered right now while I set up 4 other things.
Oh, gee.
It's okay. I will show this one though. It's like the morning hat with like a bit of a sort of old-fashioned frilliness, and then spiky goth platformer boots.
Are those spiky? Oh yeah, on the top.
Yeah.
I was like looking at the bottom. I for some reason when you said spiky, I was thinking like her steps were spiky, not the top.
No.
God. Not only is her foot weighted with like the sheer size of like the platforms, like there's spikes. So if she kicks anyone, that's gonna be like getting hit with a barbed wire brick.
Well, the spikes aren't placed anywhere to where a kick would work well. Because like,
I mean, like right where the where it goes from foot to.
That is the problem is if she kicks there with the weight on the bottom like that, that's how you break your ankle. That is how you ruin your ankles.
Also that dress.
It is nice.
The makeup makes her look like a mannequin.
I think that was the idea. Just gonna say, usually goth makeup is going for that corpse aesthetic. Let's see, what do I have?
Excuse me.
Yes. Yes. Aurora Borealis. This time of the year, in this part of the country, localized entirely in your kitchen. Yes. I hate that meme has had a permanent effect on me. Although, of all the memes
Just
to
have
do
it.
so, it's not too bad.
It like Aurora Borealis is a lot like is just one of those is one of those just public zeitgeist things where it's like a lot of people have probably heard it in somewhere,
But don't
in
all
some shape or
understand
form.
it, yeah.
But don't know like where it came from or like what it actually means.
Yeah.
It's like soup store or
You buy clothes at the soap store, fuck you! Oh, my voice broke a little bit there. You know, a little more Yuria of Londor.
let's see.
Oh yeah, Shovel Knight has a new character. Or I guess a elaboration on an existing character.
What?
I'm listening.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. I'm listening. Go on.
That just looks like a Fire Emblem.
That just
Possible.
looks like a modified Raven.
It is a general aesthetic, yeah. Well, the problem is that Raven herself uses a very generic aesthetic, is the thing.
Yeah, it looks like if she had a healthy relationship and doesn't put the hood up all the time.
To be fair, Raven has plenty of healthy relationships. She just has one very unhealthy one that's ruining everything else.
Okay. This is Raven without childhood trauma.
Yeah, without Trigon, I got you. Non-warlock. This is Wizard Raven.
That's so Raven, you might say.
There you go, that's my rich guy laugh. That's how I'll laugh if I ever become rich. When I'm like so rich I don't even fucking care or value human life anymore. Okay.
You don't have to be rich to not value human life.
No, I want to be so rich that I don't, though. Yeah, I want the money to make that happen.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I keep imagining that weird thing at split part of the dress is some kind of cod piece.
So it's weird. I've been running to so many people who have no fucking clue what the fuck Muggles are.
Moogle.
Like, what the fuck? I mean, it's weird. I try to tell.
Hey, I've never played Final Fantasy in my life. I just had to look up what a Moogle was. I mean, I recognized it when I saw it, but still.
It's just weird.
I've played
I just thought a lot of people.
0 Final Fantasy games.
Anyways, so long story short, going to the symphony for the music of Final Fantasy, I got the cosplay / dress of a Moogle, and I bought marbles, so when I'm there, I'm gonna hand the marbles out like how Moogle would hand out the magic balls.
Magic balls!
The materia.
Sweet Jeebus. Magical materia balls. Materia
I like
balls.
Moogle. Have
Yeah.
you ever played Final Fantasy IX?
No, I've only ever played Final Fantasy. The one where it's stupid. The one where they're trying to save Tidus. Who I didn't even
10.
know it was in the game because I didn't have any context going into that game.
Oh, so you
And
probably
I never
played
even,
it too.
yeah, I never even beat it.
Who the
Never even
fuck?
really got that far into it. I kind of disliked it after a bit. Love the
I know, that's
opening
fair.
though.
Oh yeah, with Yuna singing, it's great.
Yeah, I had no context. She used to be a fucking priestess or some bullshit. I just saw fucking 3 girls kicking ass and one was the singer. I'm like, okay, this is fun.
I don't know where I am or what's going on, but it's fun. Small
But all I know
child.
is I must kill.
I don't
And
know
then
who I am or where I
Final
am.
Fantasy 15, which I follow the development of both its messy in-game and out-of-game content.
Well, yeah, Final Fantasy 9 is is like one of the PS1 games. It's like I think it's the last PS1 game, and it's its save mechanic is you get a flute, and that flute summons a Moogle. What you can do is you can summon the Moogle, and he's like, "Hey, did you want to save?" You can be like, "No," and he's like, "Oh, okay. I
You
guess
keep
I'll just
doing
leave.
it.
I guess I'll just leave then." And you can keep doing it, and he gets more and more pissed off. He's like, "Why do you keep summoning?"
Mr.
I
Asay.
love that. I
think
when
at
games
some
do that
point
shit.
I think he just stops coming for a while. At one point, if you just piss him off, and
Well, what do you do? Does it just say, "Do you wish to save"?
I don't remember.
Wish to save. My lunch for later, goodbye.
You're starting to tick me off, Kupo, is the line I found.
Oh yeah, he tells you he's sharpening his knife. At some point, he tells you he starts sharpening his knife. Let's see. Don't call me if you don't need me, Koopa. I'm starting to get ticked off, Koopa. I'm sharpening my knife, Koopa. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Koopa! I can love it.
Jesus Christ, I'm sharpening my knife. God damn. At least he's
He literally starts yelling at you. Just stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
The anime tendency to have subhuman beings throw a little word thing at the end of their sentences will always infuriate me.
My favorite Moogle will always be the Kingdom Hearts Moogle.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy is the same universe.
Is that which Moogle that is?
It's just the one with the fucking organization outfit on.
Guys, I have wine. We should probably start before. Well, I'm already 2/3 of the way through, but still.
Oh, I've never seen that Moogle.
You ever see the organization Moogle?
No.
Oh my
It looks-
god.
And that looks like it was in the mobile game.
Oh, why is
no.
this one evil?
Oh no. He was he's in the regular other side too. You run into plenty of different Moogles.
Oh god, I like it. It's the incredibly oversized coat. The overlong coat. I love
Kingdom Hearts
It's
being
so-
afraid to say the kill word. I'm not
Yeah.
I don't know
They're
why,
getting-
but the like the way it does that, like, greetings, Koopa, what is your name? It makes me think, what is your name?
What?
What
Is your
What's
quest?
your favorite color?
What?
What is your favorite color?
It's that's what It's the capital of Assyria. What? I don't know that.
What?
It's
Is
the fly speed of a swallow holding a coconut.
What is the air
No,
speed
what-
velocity
what?
of an unladen swallow? African or European swallow?
African
What?
or European? I don't know
I
that.
don't know that.
I've seen that movie
I love the fact
hundreds of
that
times.
like it's completely arbitrary what questions he gives you, and he's just being an asshole.
Yeah.
It's so good. And I love
Uh.
how like so many characters are introduced earlier in the movie for like 1 second gags, like the "get on with it."
Get on with it. Get on with it.
Or
Like,
he
even, like-
who shall not appear in this film.
Sir, not appearing in this scene. Or not appearing in this film, you're right.
The freaking like just random ass like modern day cop drama that just intersperses every now and then.
Literal
The
cop out ending.
narrator getting murdered. Then you see them fucking at the crime scene talking to the cops.
What a perfect way to end it. Everyone just gets arrested.
No assault, nothing. Just they arrest the 2 guys and all the extras just go home.
Alright, break it up.
It kind of
Nothing to see
That
here.
reminds me, the end of Blazing Saddles. You know, where how they're just fucking walking off the set, running off the set to go do their stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the massive fight scene that goes across all the freaking different.
Yeah.
No, that's
Imagine.
great.
That must have been so fucking hard to get. Because they would have to have had all of those sets cleared for viewing. For the filming. They basically would have to have just had the entire studio to themselves for that. That's insane.
That was a Mel Brooks movie, right?
Don't know.
Yes, I believe so.
Yep, it is a Mel Brooks movie.
Ninja Turtles not
Which-
being allowed to kill anyone, so that one guy just keeps getting horribly dismembered until he's a brain in the jar.
Krang. I know exactly who you speak of, Krang.
Yep.
I
They
thought
take an
Krang was like
arm.
some sort of interdimensional space alien.
I think they're just space aliens, but nah.
He was space alien. Brain, like, he
The guy who kept failing
I
the
think
Shredder
it
and
was like
various
he
other.
evolved so far that like he ended up becoming that somehow.
No, I'm talking about like the scientists that worked for Shredder and various other villains, and every time he'd fail them, they'd take a part of his body, like they cut off his hand, then his arm, then one of his legs, then both of his legs. They kept cutting pieces off of him, and he would just show up in later episodes missing another body part every time the Turtles defeated him, until he was literally a brain in a jar.
Yeah, Krang.
Yeah.
Was that Krang?
Here, I'm gonna
I
find
don't
out.
Krang's the only brain in the series that I know of.
Nope, not him.
No.
Yeah, Krang is like a tentacle monster of some kind. Yeah.
Is he a tentacle monster? Because, that pretty much screams brain to me.
No, I'm talking about the
Think
guy.
it-
He's a normal human, and they literally just kept cutting pieces off of him until he was a brain in a jar.
Yeah,
Every time he
you can
failed.
see like he is a he's like a brain thing, but he does. He's like got tentacles because you
Yeah.
can see them. In
I'm
that,
not
in that
talking about
toy.
Krang though.
Oh, this dude. Oh, that dude. I forgot about that fucking dude. Oh my god. I put
Yep.
in shit posting. Yeah,
Yep.
oh, that guy.
That's him. That's the one.
I
the hell is that?
forgot about his ass. I forgot they even did that to
Yep.
him.
When he was first introduced in the series, he was a whole man, but they just kept cutting pieces off of him until he was finally the brain in a jar.
Baxter
Yep,
Stockton.
Man, cartoons
Wait, I thought
not
he be-
allowing
wait, I thought
characters
he
to be
be-
killed.
I thought he became like a fly monster.
He might have at the very, very end. I don't know.
Oh, looks like he's a brain. I'm not seeing anything else that might have happened to him.
Yeah. He was a. At some point, he becomes a fly monster thing.
Possibly.
Probably has to if they want to keep using him.
I don't know. I don't recognize this. Might be from like a video game or something. To be fair,
No,
that looks like a
I-
D&D second
no.
edition. That looks like an AD&D monster. Like, just that design
I don't
screams
think that's
AD&D
him.
monster. Advanced D&D, by the way.
You want to see something where TMNT where like people just straight up get fucking murked? Watch the TMNT Batman crossover where Batman is trying to interrogate one of the Foot Clan and Shredder just murks the guy in Batman's arms.
No, different character. Apparently this one's called Superfly.
Superfly. Are we all here?
Yes.
We should probably get on with it. Ghost is dying from not
No.
being
Okay.
able to
It's
comprehend.
because no, it's because I got chosen as like head of two organizations. One is for I rejected for the first one, and this is for like, you know, those that organization is like that encompasses all of, like, for example, I'm an accounting major, I will be the head of everyone in the accounting major. And the professor was like, oh, these guys heavily recommended you because of this, and these guys heavily recommend. And then I said like, no, I'm not gonna take it. I know what you do. I know your evil schemes, evil bald man.
I
didn't
know
say
what
that last
happens. This isn't some great honor. This is a ploy to make me do all the grunt work for no money.
Yeah, I see through. I mean, I've seen how like that organizations worked, but and like I'm like, no, I'd rather
Now-
be happy.
Here's the rough
Thank
part.
you.
You might have to accept one of them for, like, the experience.
I accepted one,
Then
but it's
that's
like
all you need.
but it's a lower tier organization. Like
That's
the
still all
one I
you need.
refused was like
Oh, okay. You know what, William? You're not wrong.
Yeah, just you'll need to accept one of them to say you have experience, but other than that, yeah, don't let them trick you.
These two organizations are rivals, by the way, and yeah, they're like, hey, if I could get this guy on the team, I could get a heads up on then go fuck yourself.
I mean, you could let the other one know that, I mean, I'm currently working for this one, and they gave me much better options. Like, they're giving me
Yeah, I
this
said
and
that.
this and this, and I have these freedoms, and I mean, I value that heavily. Like, just try to pit them against each other and see if they make you better and better offers.
The thing is, like, the bigger organization is like run by the professors and like the people in charge of the accounting major, and the other one's just like a student. Yeah, like a student made. I was like, guys, you guys suck. So I'm like, I'm not gonna join your thing. I'm just gonna be a staff if that's okay. Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to be a prisoner.
Yeah.
Speaking of prison, hey, the giant clam.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Imprisoned in his own shell. The rotting corpse his remains, soul unable to move on from the unfair demise.
Also,
Insane.
Freaky's character, baby getting a weird boner.
Berlin always has a weird boner. All of his boners are weird.
I can't have a weird boner if all my boners are weird.
So he sees a good point.
Less clowns, more the rush of almost dying horribly. Less clowns, more narrowly evaded an axe that would have clipped his neck and killed him.
You guys hear that dog in the background?
Only very, very, very slightly.
I think his owner's gonna eat him.
I mean, good, it'll be quiet.
Oh, God. Ghost, you can't just say that because he's Asian.
I'm Asian, I can say that.
I'm not Asian, but I'm also saying that's what will happen. Destroy me, Twitter, go ahead.
Oh, it got quiet all of a sudden. Oh no, the dog is in the
dead.
walk now.
Walk, puppy!
And put down as we speak.
I'm glad you caught that, William.
Well, I mean, it was my names.
I know.
Oh, walk puppy.
He's dead yet.
I'm sorry for what happened to you.
Oh, he is dead. Good. Eat him. Put him in the walk.
Put him in his own face.
His own severed head. God, that'd be fucked. Yeah, you're a creature with naturally occurring steel plates. They're gonna cook you in your own severed head when you're dead. What? I mean, crabs kind of deal with that because we cook them in their own shells.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get started.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, you blew up the thing last session and went to the crab and met a weird monkey man.
He's not even a monkey man. He's just a weird man with a way with monkeys.
Yeah, a weird monkey man.
Yeah. Weird man monkey. You're right, monkey man is better.
Alright then. So, you're all outside of the situation. What do you want to do?
I mean, what were we doing last time? We were, close
You are
by.
going.
Goth Girl Collection.
You.
Also known as my D&D character folder.
But yeah, you guys were going to look for pearls and then fight Dino God.
That's right. Hopefully in that
Yeah,
order.
did you all find that pearl yet?
I believe we were discussing things to do before I go getting the pearls.
That was me asking the players.
Oh, we were going to collect fortune in the others and then bother with the pearls.
Baboon bros.
They're not baboons, they're flying monkeys of medium size. They are child-sized flying monkeys.
God, that's fine.
Yeah.
You could have just said
So
dwarf
if I
size.
ask you, you got some ruby slippers in your bag?
No.
No? Okay.
William, can I make a mental calculation of so compared to a clam's body on how usually it's I know the size of pearls compared to a normal clam's body. Now times that by the ratio of this clam. How big is the pearl gonna be?
Do consider
big.
what pearls actually are, which is grains of sand or other grit that would agitate the muscle inside of the shell that are being coated in a like mucus-like substance that hardens into this soft, hard stone. So probably
Can
not
Flush
very
make
big,
a
actually.
Can Flush make a calculation
Mhm.
with his actual good brain and not mine?
I like he asked how big the thing was gonna be, and Freaky just went off into how it's made instead.
Well, what I was getting to is pearls only get so big before they stop accumulating as much of the goop.
I mean, they can get pretty big.
Yeah, they
The,
can.
the largest pearl in the world is 61 pounds.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, like, with the size of this clam, I think Ghost is thinking there would be a
Shit, I-
pearl the size of, like, a slug bug, like a Volkswagen Beetle.
Biggest
It is possible. Depending
Yeah,
on like
that's
the
ugly.
size of things that get into the clam's mouth. But yes, I guess you can go ahead and like try do an intelligence check.
I don't
Uh,
like being a wizard.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't like being a wizard with my rolls.
Wizard's Curse.
I'm
It's
sorry to hear
always
that.
like this with Flesh. Can I not get good rolls, please? Where did the map go? Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, they get
I'm
pretty
joking.
big.
But yeah, like with a 14, like just the sheer size of this thing and the sheer size of like the stuff that would be able to get in there and the sheer size of the it could get fairly large, yeah. Like possibly bigger than you.
Alright.
An actual, like, what, bowling ball size stone gets in there and it just gets encased in pearl.
Something like that, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, guys, Berlin happens to be a bit of an expert at pearls and other such gems.
I don't know that.
You may have heard of pearls before swine, but have you heard of pearls before monkeys?
Apes. Thank you, apes. Very important distinction.
No, I'm just thinking of the fucking that shitty Mario Brothers movies where it's just Bowser, monkey.
Monkey. Mario. My name's Luigi Mario.
I'm his son.
I hate that.
Right. But like last time, we already gathered the party with Fortune and Simon, right?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Fortune asked, who
Oh,
the fuck is
Pierre.
this weirdo? Berlin hit on her. She had a flashback to something Craig Saw taught her. She suddenly said, I was warned about you. Berlin was shocked and goth.
Like specifically about you.
Yes. I was warned about you.
About your type.
Exactly.
And last time, were we in the clam?
You were next to the clam, yes.
Okay. But we were going in, right? That's where we left off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were considering options, and we had decided on, like, Berlin wants the party to help him hunt something very powerful, preferably the king or a dire T-Rex. And in exchange, he's supposed to gather pearls for you guys and help Awen with her sick people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, Fortune, could you, is the water breathing thing, possible for us to not, wait, didn't she have, like, a bubble thing that puts in her head or something?
She has water breathing, which she's been casting on the party in case we fall into, like, a lake or something, because some of us are wearing plate mail and we will just fucking sink. She did say that she could cast Breathing Bubble, which is a similar spell, but she would need some time to prepare that. But what's the question?
You know, the stink clouds might just get and seep into our skin, but in case it doesn't and it just gets in our nostrils, the breathing bubble would help me breathe.
The Breathing Bubble, I think, would. It's from the Spelljammer one, though. Air Bubble. Let's see. Air Bubble. I hate this spell. But, second level Conjuration.
It's the atmosphere.
Who the fuck wrote this? It has, like, Air Bubble, second level Conjuration. It, like, has everything written in it again after the... Oh, that is just so fucking lazy. Like, guys, it does the normal thing for spells where it has Air Bubble, second level Conjuration, all that down to classes, and then it has it written again as normal text.
That's insane.
Somebody just fucking flung that on and didn't even look.
Wait, maybe that's just a Roll20 thing. Hold up.
Well,
Because I remember
I'm
the
pretty sure it
thing
is.
about making it.
I'm saying Roll20 is being fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Like, nobody
You
proofread this. Anyway, create a spherical globe around the head of a creature you can see within range. It's filled with fresh air that lasts till the spell ends, which is 24 hours. So yeah, it contains or generates its own air for 24 hours. It does not filter air from the air or let air pass through it or anything like that.
Can you pop it?
It seems not, but let's look again.
Doesn't say.
I would assume no.
Okay.
No, you can dispel it, though. But Fortune would have to prepare that, which would require a long rest.
I don't think we need that then, because it's just air unfiltered.
But what's the question you're asking? Because we got distracted.
I don't know if that's gonna be a poison effect on the air when we come in.
He's asking if the air bubble spell would protect from whatever's in the clam if you were to go in the clam.
It would protect...
You know, the toxic fumes.
So I could...
If there is any, I don't know.
I could use the air bubble spell. I would have to prepare it. There most likely would be fumes. There would be a lot of ammonia in there, methane. Basically it would be similar to smoke inhalation. If you were to be in there for too long. So you may suffocate. Otherwise the smell is just a bad smell. There is a lot of infectious material. You could get sick. I don't think it would... The ammonia, you could have ammonia poisoning. There could be a lot in there. I'm sure it's pooling under the shell.
Would the air bubble help with that?
It would, yes. But it would not stop the ammonia from soaking into your skin and dissolving it slightly, as it is a bit of a strong... I think it's a strong base. One moment. Chemistry. Get over here. I think it's a strong base. It's a weak base. So, if you're in there for too long, it may dissolve your skin. At do not inhale too much of it, as it can impede brain function. A lot of, like I said, infectious material, very dirty air would make you sick. And it's getting in the way of a lot of the actual air itself, so you would not be able to breathe effectively in it. The air bubble would help, but being in there too long would be a problem. She's right, says Berlin after all that. As if it matters.
He's just saying that so that everyone thinks he's smart. He's not. He has no idea Fortune's talking at her.
Oh, he was not paying any attention. He was like looking at his fingernails and like getting some scunge out of there.
No, she.
Oh, yes, she's right. He was half listening. Didn't hear anything that sounded egregious.
Well, we have two. Well, I can make a tiny hut, and you can make a tiny hut, so that encompasses all of us with if we take a rest for a bit.
Oh, you were asking about that? I thought you were talking about actually going in there. Like getting... It's like writhing around through the rotten flesh.
Yeah. But you need to prepare the spell, right? The air bubble. And that would require some time.
Question. Are we supposed to be writhing around in the rotten flesh, as she said, or are we preparing something else? Or were you counting on me to do something?
Who's he asking?
Berlin's asking, are we all planning to get it? Are we all planning to go into the corpse, or were you assuming I was going to dive in and get pearls with my hands?
I wasn't really planning on getting the pearl. It's mainly just him, I guess. So
What? No, I don't want him to die. I think we're all going.
Dive.
Well,
D-I-V-E.
yes.
I mean, it's a big old swimming pool.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so he's just
sort
diving and
of.
not
It's
dying.
it's a dead clam.
Well, if he's the
with,
only
like,
one diving in there, he is going. That's my assumption.
There is a pool of fetid liquid, probably. Horrifying.
Yeah, Comical said he's gonna, assuming the guy's gonna dive in alone, and I'm just gonna say like, oh no, I'm not gonna sentence him to die by diving in there by himself.
I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure I'd survive for a time, unless I get stuck. But aside from that, how many pearls do you want? I don't need an exact number, just... Are you looking for a few handfuls?
can you even carry a pearl that size out of there?
I have a plan.
Oh. How confident are you in your plan?
If it doesn't work, I have about 3 backups.
That requires... does that require all of us, or just you? I would be okay with both.
For now, just me.
I would assume it was just him, considering he had the plans for himself before we came along.
And our agreement was that I would retrieve pearls for you.
Question, William. From like the marks that you said that were on the clam, was it like a bite mark, like from a huge ass creature, or like what?
We're 90% sure the king of the land just mauled, like dragged this thing out of the water and mauled it to death. Alright, so I have a number of
dragged it out after it died. That's entirely
also
possible.
Yes. Alright, so I have the following plans. One of them is I can create a large cyclone that will hopefully wash the pearls and some smaller pieces of material out and gather it in one point that we can pick through. The other is I dive in there and hold my breath and hope for the best. I'd rather not. The last is I resurrect the king and ask for the pearls.
Can they do that? Can the clams give it willingly?
It is a clam. It can open its mouth and let us gather them. Or what we would call a mouth.
I don't think that last one's a good option.
Why not?
Because that's why it's a backup.
I think that's a great option. Honestly, the last one was best. But just asking, the first option, the would you mean the spell whirlwind?
No. I do have another option, which is I could scout it out on the ethereal plane and then use tiny servants or something similar to retrieve the pearls.
Tiny servants.
Turn a small object into a living thing for a time.
You turn a tiny chunk of the clam into a thing to take the pearls from the clam.
Yeah!
I don't know why that tickled me so.
Berlin just plucks a bit of rotten flesh off of the body and casts Tiny Servant on it. Fucking nightmares.
I don't think my only concern is like the king of the land is in there. I don't know why, but I don't think he is if like the meat is rotten.
Why would a Tyrannosaurus Rex the size of the tallest tree be inside of a giant clam smaller than that? How would the monkeys describe the king of the land size, William?
It's smaller than the clam, no? Or no, I don't know.
Think monkey logic. They would compare it to shit like fruit and the trees and the clouds.
I'm trying to think of like hyperbole about it, but
yeah. That is a horny bird ghost.
I know he's fucking. Okay, he just left.
Good.
let's see. It would probably, about its size, it would probably say something along the lines of, we could all fit in its mouth.
Large enough to fit about 6 flying monkeys the size of human children in its mouth. And then some.
I thought a normal T-Rex could do that.
Probably, but they don't really understand much else to compare it to. I can only assume that it's at least 3 times the size of a normal Tyrannosaurus.
Well, I've seen a T-Rex here before.
Religious just spoken casually as if he has.
You've probably seen, like, one of the dire T-Rexes, but, not the, like, king of the land. It's like, you had never even heard about it until you guys got here.
Yes.
Yeah. So how big are the dire?
About double the size of a normal T-Rex.
Gotcha. Well, okay. A regular dire T-Rex is around... how big is a normal T-Rex, huh?
Probably like 60 feet tall for the dire
Like a
T-Rex.
palm tree.
Okay.
A normal T-Rex is huge, so a dire would be gargantuan.
A regular T-Rex around here would probably tower over either tower or over around the top of the trees. If the king of the land is the king because it's the biggest and most powerful, then it would likely be bigger than that.
I am almost out of wine.
Fair enough.
Sorry. Sad thought. My wine.
But
If you,
so,
yeah. So what's the plan?
Well,
How are you gonna get the pearls?
I have a few plans, as I said. One of which is to conjure a cyclone that will... it will wash the pearls out of the corpse and draw it towards the center, although it will also pick off a lot of... detritus, is what we'll call it. That we'll have to pick through. Or I'll have to pick through, I guess, since I agreed to this.
Now, Mr. Fush, you got any spells that could help?
Huh? What? What happened?
You're the one who wants to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the
yeah.
pearls.
No,
Do you have anything that could help?
Fortunately, Pierre, was it? I agreed to gather the pearls for
yeah.
you. I will not be accepting any help.
Oh, very kind.
I made an agreement. That agreement will be carried through. And my payment will be carried through. No exceptions, no questions.
Alright. Gust of will.
There's not really a way I can convince you, Cat. Is there?
If you want to also look
Plus,
for
it's just-
pearls, you can. I'm sure there's far more than I could gather in any feasible amount of time.
That's okay with me. It's been a tiring day.
Oh, gust of wind then. Trying to guess what spell you're trying to use.
No wind. The smile starting to form on his face. No wind.
Gust what? Okay, well, alright, I'm just gonna watch then. These sorcerers and your damn meta magic spells. Made up spells, don't even name it. Oh.
To be fair, the spell I plan to use is something druids usually partake in. Well, anybody have any more questions or anything they want me to do?
Flush raises his hand.
Go on.
Are you from Malave?
No. I'm
Okay,
from
that's awesome.
Oh.
That's all the question.
So he's like, no, I'm from, and you cut him off. Yes. Berlin's.
Alright.
Yeah, go on.
are you from Lave? No. All right, I've lost most of my interest.
No, that's not what I said.
Brand.
I said, okay, that's all
what you did, though.
But yes, Freaky, you want to try and start gathering the pearls?
Yeah, let me just see how much it's gonna cost me. Yep. Okay. God, this is gonna fucking hurt. So Berlin's going to approach the, Oh no. So Berlin's going to approach the King of the Water.
Yes.
He's going to ponder for a moment. Before he
ponders the pearl.
He ponders the pearl. Exactly. He ponders many orbs that may or may not lie within the giant clam. Clams don't usually have pearls, but well, they might actually. Do clams have pearls? That's a great question.
Any bivalve can have a pearl,
Ah, very good.
as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that any could, because it would be the same defense mechanism across creatures. But, they both have a use for that defense mechanism. He's going to ponder for a moment the placement and then he's going to place his arms out, begin performing... brain, come back. Sorry, begin performing the components. The 5-stage components. As he casts Scarlet Maelstrom. You guys all see, starting as a circle, like there's just this little circle of red that starts to form out of the ground just outside of the King of the Water. And then it grows, and grows, and grows, and forms into a small cyclone of red liquid. Iron begins to hang heavy in the air, overpowering even the smell of the rot, as it grows even wider and wider into a 30-foot radius circle of swirling blood. Two-thirds of it, or half of it, is hanging inside of the King of the Water, and the other half is outside. And it is sort of flowing into the clam shell, all throughout of it, and then out of the other side in this large circular motion. As you see large bits of just flesh and debris, and possibly even something sparkly, occasionally bubbling up from above the dark red of the blood. Before it all just starts to come together and coalesce back into that cyclone, then that circle, and then stop and disappear. Actually, wait a second, wait a second. Let me read the wording of this spell. We might have a mess on our hands. But yeah, you just saw blood. So much blood. So egregiously much blood. Enough blood to fill the bodies of entire countries. Well, of entire cities.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh god, it does not disappear at the end.
How long does it last?
It just doesn't disappear at the end. So, yes, the cyclone is spinning, it's pulling everything in, and then after a full minute of this, it begins to slow, and then the ground beneath your feet, everything, for probably hundreds of feet, runs red.
Actually, given the size of it, it would be entirely contained within the clam.
Oh, good. Well, remember, he's doing it halfway outside of the clam. He's trying to wash some of the pearls into the center. He's basically...
Into the center of the clam?
Into the center of the maelstrom. So think of it this way. If the clam is here, let's say this is the clam. I'm going to make that red. Or not red. I'm going to make that white. There we go. This is the clam. Damn it! The maelstrom is here, drawing to this point. So Berlin's just gathering some of the pearls that he can, but he's actually going to wait. He's not putting it there though, because that's a bad spot to put it. He's gonna put it like there.
Okay.
So that gathers from the back of the tongue where more of them would gather. So it's like that.
Alrighty then.
And then it slows and slows. And then it all just sort of loses shape, falls flat, and just a small wave, probably up to your ankles, of blood just splashes over you and just starts running off into the distance. That can't be good for the environment. Go ahead, William. What? William? Hello? Oh god, my connection. Help. No.
Secrets! Secrets! I hate Discord.
The fact that we had to
Hello?
resort to secrets this quickly is terrifying.
Hey.
Welcome.
There we go.
What were you saying,
I don't
William?
know what's wrong with that.
I don't know. You were just dubstepping super hard for me.
Yes. Call 911! No. I hate dubstep. That's the worst part.
Sucks.
I'm
We have
indifferent
a
to techno,
version
but I
of
hate
dubstep.
dubstep.
We have a version of it in Indonesia, but yeah.
Yeah.
Continue. The tonsil removers.
Yes, the tonsil removal. So yeah, he's gonna do the maelstrom towards the edge. The maelstrom is a 30-foot radius sphere, so that's about 60 feet on both sides. Or altogether. Not, this thing's about, what, the size of 4 basketball courts, you said? So, like, a football field and a half. 137 Colt 1911s wide.
Basketball fields. I thought it was football fields. Jesus.
Football fields, that'd be fucking huge. That'd be immense.
I mean,
Yeah, I thought it was.
this thing is absolutely massive.
Damn.
Alright, that's okay. That's much smaller than I thought now, then. Alright.
Is this thing like a basketball
This
field
thing-
or your local
This
D&D?
thing's like about.
Okay, basketball fields. Jesus.
This thing's about 300 feet across.
300 feet, so it's not. So yeah, it's like a little over 1/6. So yeah, that's actually a pretty good scale. What I've drawn there, isn't it? That's actually pretty close. So yeah, Berlin's gonna do that, and it drops, and I assume there's like a twisted lump of rotten meat and various debris left in the center of the maelstrom, because it draws everything towards the middle.
Something of that nature, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Well.
In my head, I'm just thinking about Ren and Stimpy. Just burner.
Oh god, yes, it is a gross up. It's a gross up image. Ah. So what do you all think?
What the hell?
What'd you say?
Nothing. Something fell. Drop it over
You just
there.
cursed. I just heard that.
Yeah. I cursed in Indonesian. Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Teach us an Indonesian curse, Ghost.
Okay. Okay.
Loud enough for your mother to hear.
No, my mother's downstairs. I'm not gonna do that. He understands Indonesian.
I know.
Say it loud enough for your father to hear.
Say something
I
incredibly
don't think my throat can do that.
But
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Alright. So what do you all think? Berlin says as the blood is washing over all of your ankles and now your feet, and now laying flat and possibly poisoning the very land.
Wait, hang on.
Are you sure you're able to get through that?
Are you what now?
What do you what?
Are you sure you're able to get through that?
I mean,
Hang on.
yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, this is gonna draw some shit.
Oh yeah, wait, hang on. Now this thing's more like 1,000 feet across.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, because if you remember, like the reason the lake was so big was because this thing was in it. This thing's absolutely massive.
Yeah, give me a minute.
I'm googling the 1,000 feet to kilometers.
Probably about 1/3.
You're actually right. Yeah.
Yeah.
0.3.
I'm very good at guesstimations. It's my specialty.
We get 300 meters. All right. Damn.
Guesstimations are
Looks
my
like-
specialty.
My walk here to my bus station.
I'm so very good at the guess how many jelly beans game.
Nice.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, is that about a good scale right there, William? What I've drawn smack in the middle of the map?
Let's see. It's 1,000 feet. 60 would be 6% of the size, wouldn't it? Or am I?
Actually, it might be something like
Yeah, it's like 6% of the size.
probably something closer to that.
Yeah, something closer to that. This is a big boy.
I know, it's a big fat fucking clam. Think of the chowder we can make out of this thing if it was not rotten.
No. Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of, does Fortune want any of the clam?
Fortune is absolutely disgusted at everything she is looking at.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I think-
specifically, I mean, like, does she want any of the shell?
The problem is it is just... She will look for if there's any large chunks of it outside of the clams area, like a bit farther away from the smell and the blood. So much blood.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if she wants a piece that's not like covered in rot, the top half would probably be pretty good. But if she wants away from the smell, that might be a bit.
I mean, there's chunks ripped out of it where they tossed anywhere nearby.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Investigation.
Investigation.
A very French investigation. Hon baguette. 8.
A nat one.
I've been rolling bad
she-
for 2 sessions now.
She is like just absolutely disgusted by like the smells, even though she can't smell them because of the gas mask. She's probably
She
a bit
can kind of
disgusted by
pick
the
up a
literal-
little something. Like
she's
the
probably
ammonia
disgusted by the literal pond of
Yeah.
blood that that Berlin made.
Yeah,
So
there's
she-
also the fact that, like, there's a lot of ammonia, so it probably is actually starting to seep through the mask after about 10 minutes.
So she's just like going out and like, oh god, probably more distracted by making sure like she doesn't have like, oh god, is this blood? I'm wearing all black. Do I have blood on me? I can't tell.
She's wearing her armor, so she's actually wearing a lot of silver and green colors.
But yeah, she's a bit distracted by all the like, by the horrors
She
that
is
she's being subjected to.
She is actually dumbstruck by this. You see, like, gun clasped to the chest, just forward staring, just the helmet unmoving forward. Holy shit!
That is the second most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
Dire giant skunk, please no. Oh god. That's terrifying.
What's the most horrifying thing you've ever seen? Your mother!
Oh.
Anyway.
Your mom's ass cheeks spread before me. Well, guess I better get in there. Berlin just starts walking through the blood that is now becoming this horrible, muddy slurry.
Okay, I was gonna ask how we're gonna, shift through that, but good luck, Berlin.
The old-fashioned way. But
Well, if I could haste him, but he doesn't want it to.
Mm.
Alright.
Also, that only lasts a minute, so it would basically help almost none. But, so yeah, it's...
I'm gonna get my broom. Oh, yeah, no, never mind.
You might want to get on your broom, yeah. At this point, the blood smell is probably overtaking everything else. Like, basically, the only thing you smell is blood and ammonia right now.
I'm just gonna get on my broom and go to the sky and like oversee it all.
What have I done to this ecosystem? Does my sanguimancy work on... Actually, wait, everything's soaked in blood. So yeah, Berlin's gonna, like, start lifting all of the corpse bits up into the air and start just, like, spreading and flattening them out in midair and then, like, shaking it out to get anything solid to fall out of the meat. The rotten, disgusting meat. So yeah, you guys watch as Berlin, like, actually puts up his hands, and that twisted, like, almost poop, like, comical poop-shaped lump of rotten flesh
The
begins
fuck
to
you mean?
lift into the air. Yeah! Like, think of that swirly, like, comical poop shape. Not your poop, but,
like the anime gag of like the swirl poop.
Exactly. That lifts into the air, blooms open, then starts to flatten out into a sheet, and then, like, is turned on its side and shaken out to get anything solid to fall out of it. Once that's done, Berlin is going to put his hands together and spread them apart, parting the blood like the fucking Red Sea, as it is. And he looks for pearls.
Roll an investigation with advantage.
Okay. What have I done?
Come on, man. You're not no wizard, dude. Come on.
18.
Okay.
Sorcerer's luck.
With an 8, you have a +0 too. Nice.
Yeah, he's all
You
wisdom.
What's weird intelligence? I thought you were a doctor.
Yeah, he's more wisdom.
Oh yeah, right. What medicine is wisdom?
Listen, he's a 17th, 1800s doctor. Not a 21st century doctor or 20th century doctor.
Doctor, this troll broke his leg. Wonderful. Time for amputation.
He's an 18th to 19th century doctor. Yeah, he's more of a Liston than a
yeah, dude, you got ghosts in your blood. You should do cocaine about it.
There is a lot of cocaine, yes. There's a reason I pitched you those cocaine mechanics.
There was a time where, like, the solution for this one disease, I forgot what it's called, was like to give you an orgasm.
I think
It's
that was from
female
melancholy.
hysteria.
Oh yeah, all right. That's insane. Yeah, of course.
It was also supposed to cure melancholy.
Fun fact, the vibrator was originally a medical device given to psychiatrists.
Depending on if you count the Cleopatra B pocket as a vibrator.
Anyways.
Yes. So yeah, Berlin's gonna shake it out and see what he can find of pearls.
With a 18, unfortunately, he does not find any pearls in the section that he has gone with.
I mean, he's just gonna start... Perhaps it needs to be more towards the center. Alright. Just swings a hand.
Berlin,
Yeah.
do a medicine, or do a nature check, please.
Thank you, yes. I probably should have opened with that, but here we are. No.
Yeah, towards the center seems like a good idea.
Perhaps they're more towards the middle. That's going to make this difficult.
Does anyone else wish to do a nature check?
Wait, what are we doing
I'll
nature checks
do
for?
To see if you know where the pearls are usually found.
Fuck it. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
this
Well, I
point.
just
I've seen a clam before, I think.
I've seen a few couple here.
Berlin's eaten a lot of clams, but he doesn't know much about them.
Yeah, Pierre and to a lesser extent, Flush. And Awen would know that the most likely places to find them would be, like around here and around here.
That is so interesting. Okay.
Yeah, is like the edge of the mouth.
Isn't where I am the edge of the mouth?
Not edging in, the edge.
Because like the back, when the clam opens, the front has to open more, so like the back doesn't open up nearly as much.
Yeah, that makes sense. Damn you and your logic and reason.
I love you too, Freaky.
Yes, yes. Very good. Perhaps more towards the center.
Berlin, I've seen like a clam before, right? Since it's been opened for a long time, it was supposed to be like around the edges, but it's gotten quite back a bit. So like around here, he opens his mouth and like points to the part of like his you know, a bit inward towards his mouth, but like you're trying to portray like where it is in the clam by using his mouth, if you know what I mean.
I think he means it's more towards the front.
In a scene of utmost horror, you see as Berlin flicks his hands forward, and the blood bunches up around his feet, and he's sitting on it like a throne as it just, in a wave, approaches you, and then flattens back out, and he just looks closely. Very well, Flush. I will listen to what you say. You seem to know.
Well,
I seem to know.
great.
Also, I love that level amount of hemomancy. I know a guy that kind of does that, but not at that level. Holy
You do
damn.
not know a guy who does anything like Berlin does, because
I know
hemomancy in this plane is...
hemomancy.
like, the problem is hemomancy...
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, nowhere near that level.
Like, are you...
Like, I know that.
Okay, you're like bullshitting, okay. The problem is, like, Berlin's magic is alien to this entire reality.
It's the overabundance of compliment joke.
Sorry, yes. Really, you know somebody else who uses magic like mine?
Well, I just know that someone uses blood in their magic. That's it.
What? Are they able to do this? Berlin puts up one hand, and you see as the blood actually begins to form into spires and swirl and shape around into, we'll say, just a three-dimensional model of the clam.
No.
Anything like this?
No. They just we were just able to make someone like bleed, and
It just falls. It covers his hand. He just nonchalantly lets it fall, and it just coats his arm.
Okay, you're showing off. That's cool though.
Thank you. It is a blessing from my god.
I'll give you like a music in the background, and he plays his violin. And while on top of his broom, floating upwards.
Softer tune.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Glad you made a friend, Mr. Flush.
Like that. Very good.
Flush is just playing The Devil Went Down to George.
Perfect. No, too fast. Slower. Yes, that will work.
God, but slower. Zap Brannigan looking ass.
Awen, if you're having... Miss Awen, if you... Actually, well, no, he can speak frankly now, actually. I forgot, he's allowed to speak frankly to Awen, so if you're bleeding that much, you should see a physician.
No, that's not.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. I'm saying if you're bleeding that much, you should see a physician.
Do you have low iron deficiency, Ewan?
Just gave up trying to like defend against her own little joke. Like to herself, it was just even as a girl, that's a lot of blood. And then now with these two going at it, like, and just gave up trying to defend the joke.
One of
So,
whom is messing with you, the other is completely earnest.
as we stand, it's about...
But that's what made her actually kind of like it better.
One moment. I assume the blood situation is about this bad.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's see. Hang on. 50, it's what? 50 feet, 5 feet deep and 30 feet wide?
Yeah. So there would be many multiples over 5 feet of width, because it would become a sheet and then soak. And the ground is already waterlogged because we're in a rainforest and near a lake, so it wouldn't absorb it as much.
It's 30-foot radius, right?
It is a 30-foot radius, so yeah, 60 feet across.
Let's see. That is 14,137 square feet. Or cubic feet. Wait, is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I basically multiplied the circle I made by 5, being generous.
Yep, 14,137 cubic feet. Let's see, gallons per cubic foot. 137. Yeah, that's 105,000. That's 106,000 gallons of blood.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ.
I
Yeah.
heard you say 5 feet deep. Aven's 5'2". Like she
I could drown
literally
in that.
stand and drown in the. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. Cause
Yep, that goes up to your nose.
Making me throw up.
That basically goes up to your eyes. It's terrifying.
That's why she's like, I'm not even gonna
Your
comment on
eyebrows.
that anymore. I can't stand in that.
That's the fucking the elevator scene from The Shining.
Worse.
Exactly.
Worse. Well, as it stands, I could do that one more time. But what would you all think if I brought it back to life?
It must
I don't
suck living
know.
like that, though.
I have no idea how your
Wait,
way of bringing it back to life would work, but that's gonna be something.
What do you
yeah, Berlin, if you bring it back to life, then suck its life energy, would that be profitable for you, or would that just cost more energy?
Berlin looks it over.
Also, are we even sure it'd be willing to give its pearls? Is that
William, how
Yes.
rotten is this creature? Has its blood denatured yet? Has it become
No, we'll get the
ammonia and
pearl.
tar yet? Or is it still
long-
blood?
How long would that take?
A couple of weeks. Well, a week, roughly. Because the blood would rot
Thanks.
sooner. Okay. Berlin like walks up to some of like a pool of just some of the filth and bile that's not been encompassed by the blood he summoned. So basically, walks a pretty good way away from you guys. He just sort of touches a pool of the filth, and he like holds it up, looks at it kind of disdained, and then just barely touches it to his tongue. Then spits. I have no idea. Comes back to you guys. I have no idea. I would assume yes, given its sheer size.
Yes, I've not been being profitable.
I could possibly use it. Though I was more thinking asking it for the pearls in recompense for bringing it back to life.
Can you speak with animals?
No, I was hoping I could find a way to do that. I know a way I could do that, but it requires some preparation.
Wait, Fortune, don't you have tongues?
How long has it been dead, do you think?
William, how long has it been dead, do I think?
Roll a nature or survival check.
I want to roll a
I was gonna say with advantage because of like your knowledge of blood and things like that.
Yeah. He does specialize in medical. Yeah. He has medicine proficiency. Which I thought would be for identifying the decay of a corpse, but I don't know. Survival also works.
Oh, for a person's corpse, yeah.
What about veterinarian medicine? Is that survival? Doesn't matter. Moving on.
How does
you
one
said you
compare
wanted to-
clap?
You said you wanted to as well, Ghost?
Nah, never mind. I'm not the one asked.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, you see as Berlin just sort of flicks a hand and all of the blood within a 50-foot radius of him just spatters away. Like, including what was on him.
Let's see. Given it's been dead for between 3 and 4 weeks.
God. Well, going by the ammonia smell in the air, it's been in open air, it's had access to microbes as well as scavengers. It appears to have completely blackened. You said 4 weeks?
Between 3 and 4 weeks, yeah.
About 4 weeks.
Oh. Well, that's a while. Huh.
I can still resurrect it from this position.
How does your resurrection works? I know a few necromancers, and they've told me various powers on how they work.
Through the divine power of Mensch, I can call a soul back from the fugue plane and repair the body and bring it back to life.
Can I make
You
a
could be-
religion check on Menge?
You could be go ahead. You could be a scorched husk and I could bring you back.
Well, I
You have no fucking clue what the hell he's talking about. Like, there's nothing even
Yeah.
close to that.
That's not elemental, is it?
No.
Okay.
You were saying it, Petty?
No, it's like A wouldn't try to figure out how the fuck any of that works. Like in her head on the side, like is that like when you mend the body, but then you do this whole thing, or kind of like figuring it herself in her mumbles.
Mensch is a budding of Neshtalar, the Presence. In this place, you would call it a druidic god.
So not what I'm thinking. Got it.
Well, he was telling that to Flesh. in
No,
this-
again, she's listening in and
yes.
talking to herself, so not what
I've been drinking. But, you would call it a druidic god. Similar to Sylvanas, what is her name? The harvest goddess, I can't remember.
Well, what do you need for it?
Although I guess you'd be more similar to Mela. I have everything I need. I was prepared when I came here. Granted,
Resurrection spells usually cost a lot. You want us to repay it, or like what?
I agreed to help you gather the pearls.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
Well, that whole blood NATO seems like a waste now, but go ahead.
Well, would that even be wise? First of all, what do we know about this king? Is it just a violent animal?
That's why I was kind of bringing that up earlier. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not.
What do clams eat, William?
They
Are they usually territorial or like what?
They filter feed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, as far as I know, how does the Chewinga describe him? We haven't even asked how the Chewinga about these kings.
Nope, I don't think you did.
All right, wonderful. No, it's a massive. As far as I know, they don't pose a major threat. This is literally the king of the waters. May just be incredibly smart. That's as best as I can describe.
I think it would be less than intelligent. I don't know if it will have gratitude. It will be very confused why it's out of the lake, and mm, and I'm not sure, but the resurrection thing was the third option. You can borrow my broom and get like scrap some of the pieces up the to since we now know where the pearl is. Well, where it might be. With your blood magic, you can pop it out really easy. Are pearls painful to clams?
More irritating.
Oh yeah. Oh, then in that case, they might if it's alive, then it might just not mind us taking it. Then. You know what? I think it's a fine idea. It's like, going to the dentist.
Don't people hate the dentist? Also, what the dentist?
Well, usually, no, I love going to the dentist. They usually give me opium before they take my teeth out. That might just be a personal dentist, employed by myself actually.
I live what I miss.
To give me opium.
Oh,
I have cocaine.
Ghost character just make he likes drugs.
I have drugs. No. Did he say this out loud? What did he say? What I miss?
No.
He
said it's like going to the dentist. And I said, well, don't people hate the dentist? He said, no, I love the dentist. They usually give me opium before they do that stuff on me.
Yeah. Well, this is a specific dentist, though, the one I hired to give me opium.
Uh,
Yeah,
are you sure it's not just your drug dealer and you just
I
fucked
feel,
with him?
I feel like this is Sylvia moment where I have to
She
go
does
get
it,
my
does he?
child out of the drug den, and he thinks it's a candy shop.
Oh no. Lavatar las manos!
And
Thinking
they
it's
call it
Hogwarts.
sweets. It's not actually sweets. And when they call it candy, it's not actually candy.
It's like it's like the dentist for adults.
I. What?
You know what's funnier? Is that, remember, and I'll talk about out of game, one of the drugs you can go get at the dispensary is called sugar.
The reason we talked about this freak is because removing the pearls while he is alive would just be like, oh, going to the dentist, like, because it's irritating to them and just pulling it out.
The idea was the immense size of this creature might be able to communicate with it and ask it to give up the pearls as thanks. Although it is a clam, it doesn't really have a formal brain.
And Eamon's kind of against it because what are we gonna do if it says no?
Exactly.
I mean, we're gonna just either deal with it or kill it again.
Yeah.
It's kind of a waste of time and a waste of time.
True. Oh, it is the second option. Wait, no. Well, it is the third option. The second option has not been yet explored. You can borrow my broom if you want to get in and out quickly.
That might...
I'm just gonna say, Pierre, with your 21, you would actually know that clams can't actually feel pain, apparently.
How useful for the clam.
They straight up do not have brains, so they cannot. They cannot feel pain, and they do not feel pleasure either.
They are literally just engines of genetic propagation and nothing else.
Yeah.
Truly a godless being.
It's just the central nervous system, basically. God, that's horrific.
I mean, yeah, agents of luck, that's actually a pretty good thing to... That's actually a pretty good way to describe it. Yeah, they are beings
No, he said
of pure luck.
agents of fuck.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
But,
Starts praising him for wordplay. No, he said fuck. Oh, never mind.
Fuck you, Com. No.
No.
And then dive it, Helldivers.
He's forgetting that we're actually. He's forgetting we're sharing brain cells.
Anyways.
Let's... You...
It looks like the clam has eyes.
So yes, what is your guys' next what are you doing?
First of all, I'm doing a bit of this and a bit of... this. Alright. So... I could resurrect it. It doesn't really have a mind, so we couldn't communicate with it unless it was psionic. At which point it would pull its mind from non-physical sources.
And what are we gonna do if it says no, even if you could?
climb on the back hinge of it and drain it slowly to death.
Ah,
Would this
I mean,
also
right.
would this also complete the part of our deal where you could absorb like a powerful creature? If so, then sure.
It would, but... Well, no, it would, actually. I don't...
does
The glory is
does
secondary,
your
as I
myth
said.
does your method count the pearls as part of it?
What do you mean?
If it re if it re well, if it remakes the entire body parts together without you needing it all to be together, as long as it's still
I
there,
get it.
A
it might
pearl?
bring might
Uh,
bring the pearl might bring the pearl back, and we can just find it easily. Then, other than shifting through mounds of meat.
A pearl is not quite so much a part of the body, so much it is something like a gallstone. It is the
Hmm.
body's attempt to contain something abrasive that has been found within it.
Oh, okay. I guess then if we do make it, remove it, we might filter out and find the pearl.
The problem is, clams and oysters don't really shed their pearls that often. It would be more of a sense of... Well, if anything, it wouldn't want us inside with its soft, meaty bits. It's not quite intelligent enough to understand a deal or thankfulness. You've pointed that out to me, Flush, thank you. I hadn't considered it. I may
Yeah.
have to try one more maelstrom, and if that doesn't work, crawl inside. Or perhaps create
Okie dokie.
something that can do it for me.
The dog escaped from the walk. What did I gonna say? Like, okie dokie. Well, if you need the battle thing, since that's our deal too, help you fight. I'm just gonna fly over here. It's, like 100 feet away from it.
He didn't say battle. He basically said either bring it to life or no. Do the
Yes.
blood thing one more time, and if that doesn't work, then just dive in and get it.
Yeah, and by the way, William, the reason why I ask if it denatured is because at that point it's not even fucking blood. It
Yeah.
would not chemically count as blood anymore.
Yeah.
I may have had too much wine because I can't think straight. Can't use my Sanguimancy on it. The Maelstrom might work again. Resurrecting it might not matter because it's too fucking stupid. Could drain it. The blood is probably drawing the king of the land as we speak. What would Berlin do? I have to think man and monkey as one. A net is too big for Tiny Servant. A net would be size small at least. I need a size tiny.
Colander.
A colander, yeah. That would work.
What was it called again?
Alright, give me some time. Let me see what energy I can draw from this thing and its... Well, it's parasites. Berlin is going to... Okay, how much will this cost me? Ooh, that will cost me a bit. Where is it? There it is.
I don't know if this would help, but I have a rope of climbing. If you make a servant or whatever, the rope could help out, I think. Because it would at least try to be helpful.
Yeah.
Again, she buys shit that makes things helpful.
Yeah,
But
Berlin's
I'm
thinking.
not sure if it's not.
He thinks for a time. No, I don't think that would help much. Thank you, though.
Immovable rods?
No, nothing I can think of with that.
I don't have much else.
I have an idea. But first I need more. So... Berlin's going to head back to... let me get... to this area of the clan, where there's a bunch of blood and shit that might draw in some stuff.
Okay.
Alright, everyone, I'm going to need you to back away. Farther.
Okay.
Farther!
Here. Oh no,
Like 100
no, never, ever. I couldn't believe. Why would you ask me that?
About 70 feet away, he will stop saying farther.
Flesh is already 100 feet away.
That'll do. I mean... okay, here we go. So, That tapeworm was in there. That's something. How much writhing is happening beneath the flesh?
Pretty decent amount. Especially after, like, the whole blood vortex thing.
Okay, so I've, like, opening of Godzilla 2000 movie electrified the worms by doing this.
More or less, yeah.
Okay. That's a very specific reference I just made. So, yeah, Berlin's gonna spend 5 more. He's going to cast... So you see as Berlin reaches onto his belt and pulls from a chain hanging on the belt one of these, one moment, 4 rectangular stone slates that have like gold trim along the edges and in the middle slightly. It has this deep red etching on it. He reaches for that, and he grasps the gem on his neck again. There's another red glow of light, and then he reaches forward, and a chest made of basically solid gold from the look of it appears on the ground before him. It's a pretty large chest. It's a rather large-sized box of about 2 feet by 3 feet. And he opens it, and inside is this trapezoid-shaped stone plinth of some sort. He reaches down. Let me make sure this works the same amount of time. Yeah, so he reaches down, and he takes off that necklace with that gem on it, and he dangles it from the from like the string it hangs on over his finger, over the plinth. And he's going to start incanting something that it doesn't quite sound like spell components. Anyone who wants to can roll an Arcana check. Preferably anybody who has Arcana proficiency.
I don't know who might do that. Well, can I even see him doing that?
I mean, it's
100 feet away?
It's kind of far. 100 feet away? Maybe not. I don't know. That's up to William,
Okay.
really.
What's your passive perception?
Oh, fuck. Wait. 11.
Passive perception is fuck. Okay.
Is fuck.
11.
Your passive perception is what?
Is who? Is Slim Shady.
That's a good one.
You're welcome.
But with an 11, I'm going to say no. You cannot actually see what's going on there.
Alright. Squints my eye a little bit. What? Whoa. He's doing something.
So he's going to begin incanting something. Not quite sure what. One hand on this stone plinth as he takes a knee. He like drops down to one knee. And he's like dangling this stone on the end of a string over it. And there is a red light that begins to form between the stone and this plinth. As he lowers the stone onto it into this little deep indent into the plinth. About 1/3 of a foot deep. It's almost like a bowl. He just lowers it in there and then drops the string and lets the whole thing sit in the bowl. He continues the incant for about a minute. And he does this right up against the edge. He's basically standing up on top of the clam. So he's about, I'd say he's about here. I'm gonna put that in a brighter red. Even brighter. I'm gonna put that in orange. He's standing about there. And he's going to do this for about a minute until eventually bursting forth from the small stone plinth is about I think it's 50-foot radius? Let me see. Yeah, 50-foot radius, or what, 60-foot radius, sorry. A 60-foot radius sphere around this little stone plinth, just this dull red light begins to fill. It just spreads out almost like a mist. William, are there any living creatures within 60 foot of the plinth?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure how you want to do this, but I need all of those creatures to make me a con saving throw against this effect.
Let's see.
DC 19. I don't know how you want to rule this.
Most of them probably would not be able to make that.
How many of them have at least 10 HP? Would you say?
Give me a second.
Do at least 24 of them have 10 HP or more? I guess the best question. I never thought I would encounter this situation. This makes me look so much more overpowered than it's supposed to be.
What is the maximum amount of the points you can get?
There is no maximum amount. It's based on how many creatures take 10 or more damage. It takes a minute to set up, and once it starts, at the start of his turn, each turn, this dice rolls again. It's technically supposed to roll for each individual one, if you would like, by the way.
Yeah, no, we'd be here for a while.
Yeah. So feel free to give me an arbitrary number of creatures that took 10 or more damage.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just doing some
Yeah.
rolls here.
Feel free to give me a narrative amount.
34.
34. Okay, well, 24 is all I needed. Does Berlin that reach? Or wait, no, he can go over. That's right. So 34. Yeah, so it'd be 30. So it technically has 30 right now. Because it goes to double. Oh, that's Fortune Sheet. Fortune doesn't have fucking cursed blood magic. Or, yeah, 34. Okay. So, you watch as Berlin does this, and there's this sort of wisp of bright red ichor that starts to basically seep out of the seams. Would you say the space between these creatures and Berlin is watertight? Completely.
It's fine watertight.
Is there any path between the creature and Berlin that liquid could travel through?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you see as this bright red ichor just pulls from inside of the clam and all pours into this stone that's sitting in this little indent in the stone plinth. And there's just, again, this bright red light pouring from it. It's almost blinding if you look directly at it, given the sheer amount of power that's happening here. And, yeah, Berlin is going to then... I mean, yeah, he'll...
Is the blood orb full already?
He what?
Is the blood orb full already?
I mean, there is a just light pouring, just this bright red light pouring from this stone little plinth happening right now. You're not really sure what that means. Just looking directly at it kind of hurts a little bit. Just, you know, it's like being outside on a bright day when you've been inside all day.
You got me at being outside.
I know, right? And yeah, Berlin's going to, with that, he's going to then do the same spell he did before, but this time he's going to do it right here, inside of the clam. God, this is gonna be such a fucking mess. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't think I would get to do this kind of shit already.
Great show off of Berlin's powers.
I didn't think I was gonna get a perfect setup like this, yeah. I didn't think this thing would be so infested with giant dire parasites that I could draw fucking BP from them. That was unexpected. So he's going to Blood Maelstrom again and try to draw as much of the anything not directly attached to the main body of the rotting corpse as possible to this point. And then he's gonna, after that, very quickly do it again to draw it over to this point. He's basically going to try and drag it outside of the clam. So that's going to cost me, God. Fucking hell. That's going to cost me 10 blood points.
So a third of what you just got.
Basically.
Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it's technically nothing, but if he ends the ritual, it'll waste everything he hasn't used. Because he's using...
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, he can't leave the plinth right now. He can't go more than 50 feet away from the plinth right now, basically.
Okay.
So, 2 blood maelstroms to see what he can drag out to this space here. I guess that's more mess. That's too much. Wait a second. I did not think I was gonna get to do this like this. Fuck. This is so much messier than I thought. Okay. Yeah, about that much. So he's gonna do it again and make more mess.
Alright, let me go ahead and let's see.
Welcome to the downside of starting at level 14. Shit you didn't think you were gonna have until later happens on the first session.
Jesus Christ. Like
I know.
It's like Carrie.
I know. Like, I mean... Like, Flush, you're pretty smart. Pierre, you're pretty smart. Blood's really salty. And he's just soaked, like, 100-foot radius in blood. What happens what happens when you salt the earth?
Oh.
Nothing ever grows again.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, that's gonna be so funny for Grunkle Stan.
Fun fact, I thought Maelstrom disappeared after. Fucking hell. Whoever speaks for the trees is in horror right now.
Let's see. Okay. Pretty decent type. A lower number. Okay. And okay. Oh. Roll another investigation with advantage, please.
Berlin does it again, the thing where he flattens the meat out into a sheet and then parts the red ocean.
Yep.
As last taught. 8.
You kind of lose track of most of them, as there's one that's you do find one that is quite sizable.
Oh.
It is a let's see. I rolled. It is the second most valuable type of pearl, a peach pearl.
Oh, that's not a bit of rotten flesh over there.
I'm ready to Google that real quick.
Berlin's going to reach out as blood coalesces around it and carries it to him.
What is the weight that you're
It depends.
how much weight
It depends
can
on
your
the
blood carry?
It depends on the amount of blood. So the heavier it is, the more blood he needs. We are drowning in blood right now, so it's pretty good on that.
Okay, yeah, that's entirely fair.
Yeah, if he had like one split open man to do this with, it would probably not be enough if it was like 40 pounds or 50 pounds. But given what we have here, he can just create like this infinite collapsing in on itself water jet, like water crown kind of deal. It's not easy, let's put it that way. It probably takes him a full 2 rounds to get this thing to him. If this... How much does this weigh?
Let's see. Let me do a little bit of math.
Yeah. Because if I remember right, we had considered possible things, and it was like charisma times 15 times 2 or something like that. So, like 250, so 500 pounds.
Let's see.
This chair smells like tobacco.
What smells like tobacco?
I'm sitting on a wooden public chair.
Oh. I thought you said his hair smells like tobacco. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes, I have a man right here beside me. I'm smelling his hair.
Let's Renlael's hair smells like tobacco. Or you're not in Waterdeep, never mind.
There is no water deep.
Waterdeep 2, yeah. It's a dirty habit.
If Waterdeep was moved to like Rhyme time, I would be able to. Sure.
Yeah. Hey, one day I'll be running a game and you will be invited.
Right, Rhyme time is very much still open for me.
What was rhyme time? That's like 9 o'clock to midnight?
Yesterday.
Yeah. It's like 9 o'clock to midnight my time. Which actually is about when I would want to run it. Maybe a little later, like 10:30 to something, but give me a little more time to prepare.
Okay, yeah, so...
Still not sure what I want to run though. It might be my setting, it might be Forgotten Realms, like sandbox, where it's just like, guys, the year is 1501. You are in the Forgotten Realms. You need money. Go.
No,
deal.
not even that, man. I would love an open world.
Yeah.
Not even that. I'm just gonna seek revenge on my Uncle Tom.
Yeah, I know that I definitely want to run something like slow burn, level 5 to 8. Open
Start
world.
peasant. No.
Yeah.
Level 1 start, would be fine with that.
Oh, I meant like I want to start you around level 5 or 8. Maybe start you around level 3, actually. Like a bulk of a campaign would be around levels like 3 to 8. But then it would pick up at the end.
Not like level 1, but like level up fast, like in 2-3 sessions.
True.
Just to get the danger level.
I wouldn't start you at level 1, because level 1 is agony. At least level 3, because then you have your subclasses. Like, you actually are what you design your character to be.
Sure.
Yeah. You know, it's hard to say, like, I've been studying abjuration all my life. Do you have any abjuration wizard abilities? No.
No, I have parasite in my brain. I can't do that. I
cannot. It is the tadpole. It drains thoughts.
The tadpole. Blade of Marauders, or whatever my friends call me back in high school.
I use crossbow until level 2 because of tadpole. My cantrips, they are no good.
Let's see. If I have done the math correct,
Oh god. Yeah, like, I would not start Pierre at level 1. I would make sure he starts at level 3, where he actually is a transmutation wizard. He doesn't strike me as
That's
somebody who would
insane.
leave. Like, he doesn't strike me as
Uh,
somebody who would leave the schoolroom until he was a transmutationist.
You find a pearl that is about 1,089 pounds.
Alright, so I found a pearl about the size of my ass. What do you think? Actually, no, it's about as big as I am. What do you think?
That is actually, I've done the math. That would be about a little over 3 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
This pearl goes up to about my ass. What do you think?
Um, just one? I mean, like, it's a huge one, but like,
I mean, I could
How
search
much
a little
would-
harder. There's probably a lot of smaller ones all around, riddling the blood.
oh, it's pink too. It's very pretty. How much would it
It's
be
p-
worth?
it's actually Berlin like waves his hands and lifts like this thin film of blood off of it. It's peach.
Oh,
Roll a history check.
thank you, God. I know.
Let's see. As you're looking at it, this one pearl is between 7 and 800,000 gold.
Fucking hell. Hey guys, you want
What?
to hear a fun fact about Berlin? He doesn't get spell
That's
slots
the One
back on
Piece.
rest. That is the One Piece. It's all in one piece.
It is a single pearl.
Holy shit.
So, I know Awin's gonna freak out about this, but like, that's like, 700,000. No, let's say 800,000 gold.
It's worth 1/8 of what it's actually worth, is what Flush tells us.
Wait, it is 100. Oh wait, no, I said 800,000 gold.
That
Oh, you said 8. I thought you said 100,000.
No, I
Oh,
said
yeah.
800,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is this thing
yeah,
worth
plus-
100,000 or 700,000?
It's worth. You could get between 7 and 800,000.
You know what?
Flush says you can get out loud. We could probably get about 800,000 for this.
Can Berlin roll a check with his jeweler's tools to see how much this thing would be fucking worth?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly trust Flush's
man.
Let's
Hey.
see. With
guesstimation
intelligence.
as I
Uh,
flub the roll super hard.
yeah, this thing's definitely worth upwards of about 1 million gold. So, 800,000 sounds pretty reasonable.
I'd value it as 1 million, personally.
I know a guy in Fear that would love to collect one of these.
I don't think there's anyone who could afford this as is. We may need to break it up.
There's a guy called the Collector.
Never heard of him.
Well, I could certainly try to sell that to him.
What?
That fucking buzzkill.
It's one hell of a rock.
This one hell of a rock. Indeed.
It's like it's this dude would have like the words to use.
By the way, guys, blood is pooling up to your ankles.
Yeah, she's already.
All you smell is iron.
I think the greed inside me is I mean, like, yeah, he'll, like, after 5-10 seconds of that, I was like, man, any farmers that's gonna move to this island is gonna, be disappointed in Berlin.
Oh, nothing will ever grow on this land again.
Farmers? You think farmers? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, since, the blood is seeping to the ground.
It's an unfortunate side effect of Medge's blessing.
You think farmers are gonna come here?
Oh no! Can less restoration return your sense of smell?
Maybe. Still, that bird. What is that bird talking about? He's yapping. Oh God, I hope you die alone, you piece of shit. He's coming closer.
So I assume this bird wants to fight.
Well, hold on. It's 3 feet. I could just put it in the honey.
It would displace a lot of the honey, but yeah.
Yeah. The honey is more for myself, so.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, I would like to take those apples out.
No, the apples will be fine. It will be candied. It just won't be,
Don't worry.
absolutely
Take to it.
10 feet. What?
You can at least wash that thing then?
Don't worry, Miss Awen. Pearls
yeah,
are
yeah,
non-reactive, and I can wash it.
Yeah,
I-
of course.
I
It's
just
just
looked
the-
it up. Apparently, like this much salt would take less than probably like 20 years to recover from.
Still, that's a long time. Berlin has still done immense damage to the ecosystem.
The farmers.
Well, it'd probably be half that because it's a rainforest, so there's just constant
Yeah.
rain.
William, don't worry. It's not as bad as
Still.
Brando.
He's done
It's what
immense damage to the ecosystem.
Nothing more than what that fucking box did to the ecosystem.
That and the clam is probably going to do as much or more. This area was already fucked.
Yep.
Well, let's just roll this thing away from all the blood, and I'll clean it up and maybe look for some more pearls.
You all
Can't
want to
just be
hear?
one.
You all want to hear something fucked?
What? I
can,
love you, Berlin.
I can make so much more blood than this.
Do you have iron deficiency, or I know a doctor that could help you with that. He also gives you opium.
Oh, it's not mine. This is the blood of every person ever to die.
What does that mean?
That means
Unfortunately.
every single human who has ever died in my plane, this is their blood.
In your plague or in your plane?
In my reality.
Oh, like a demi?
No, I'm from a different crystal sphere.
Well, that's
I'm not sure how many of your characters understand crystal spheres and spell jamming.
Crystal sphere.
Fortune
I'm just
stopped
gonna-
looking when Berlin did the second blood cyclone, and the blood got up to her ankles. She's currently questioning her life decisions.
I'm just gonna say Flush would never have been reading up on anything about crystal spheres. I don't know anything about that.
Would Fortune have? That's a good question. What would that be, William?
That would be a Arcana or Religion check.
Got it. Oh yeah, Fortune knows where the crystal sphere is, I think. Hopefully, possibly not. I don't know if is spell jamming an established thing in this reality, or I don't know.
It's very rare, but like if anyone would have done anything like that, it would be like the dwarves.
Yeah.
Possibly, but...
I know how to make a spell jam. No. But, Fortune, she says nothing because she's too busy looking at all the fucking blood. What?
Too busy
You...
being traumatized.
Not quite traumatized so much as just disgusted and astonished at the same time. Berlin just salted like a 300-foot radius area with blood.
I could buy nobility with that.
You think what?
No. What? No.
Don't worry about it.
Flush would just say like, Awen, you could buy like, I don't know, nobility with it or something.
You know what the funny part is? Berlin cares about the environment. He wouldn't do this if this place weren't already fucked. This is the only time I'm ever gonna get to do this with such reckless abandon.
I mean, don't get me wrong, guy. It's not like I.
So like I care, Baka.
I'm going.
No, it's.
I have
he
to
said
say.
the whole like, hey, Awen, you could buy nobility with this. She's like, you are aware I'm not seeking fortune to like.
What about me?
Nobility.
I'm kidding. Fortune says nothing. She's too busy looking in horror.
I'm not seeking nobility or anything. Just enough to get my village on. But that is a lot of blood. Ew. Did I step
It's
on
all
something?
you will ever smell for the next day.
Well, she has that stone at least to clean her shit off.
It's
too.
inside of your mucosa at this point.
Ew. But anyways, that's why she keeps interrupting about the thing. Like she's saying words and then and then continuing her sentence.
It is coagulating at this point, yeah.
And right, I'm not seeking wealth to become wealthy. I'm seeking wealth to help my okay, can we not have this conversation while we're in the blood pool? Can we move where the blood is not?
I don't. Oh well, I'm floating above the ground, so.
Yeah, I know you are, but some of us aren't.
Hey, Jesus can walk on water, Berlin can walk on blood.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can roll the giant
wait,
pearl, away.
Wait a second.
What are you realizing? Berlin is Jesus? Where is
The sheer
No,
amount
no,
of
no.
fucking
No, I thought I had
iconography
something.
that I've baked
No,
into
I thought I
Berlin.
had something. I do not have one. No, I do. William,
Yes.
does the ring of water walking work on blood too?
Yep.
Any
Any
I would say
liquid.
so. Yes.
Any liquid.
So hold on. It's like, yeah, can we? I just realized I'm not even. I'm not even on the. But you know what? Can we just get out of the area? It smells.
Oh, it does.
Like
It's
'cause she just
sickening.
realized she was gonna complain about how it's probably all over her. Looks down at her shoes, perfectly fine because she's on the blood.
All you smell is iron and a sickening amount of sugar.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She thought that her shoes were all covered in blood, but they're not because she's walking. Because she has the ring of
Water walking.
water walking on. And so she was like, it's all okay, but it still reeks. Can we move out of the area?
We can. You see as Berlin floats down, like he levitates himself and just floats down. And the blood is parting around him in like a 10-foot radius as he approaches. Did you want any more pearls?
Realistically,
Yeah.
how,
Well,
realistically, how much energy do you have to do something like this? I mean,
well,
I'm just curious because clearly there has to be some sort of limit.
if I'm not mistaken, I would have to kill at least 3 men to do this. Or at most 3 men. So this is about as much energy equivalent to 3 entire lives.
Will you get enough energy from the beast that we're going to help you get back in return for this?
The lives I describe are pallid, so the beast itself may be worth more than this and then some. It depends on the beast. You yourself may be worth more than all of this combined. At least if you stand firm in accordance with what you have seen.
Weirdly, compliment, thank you, I think.
Awen, are you... That's your name, right?
Yes.
Are you unaware that, given how hard you hit me... Let's see, what else hit me that hard? I believe it was...
My father.
My father, no. I believe it was a cloud giant. Miss Awen, you have set foot into the realm of beings of the outer planes and lesser gods.
Oh. Oh, well. Thanks. I think we're... Wait, no, nothing. Yeah, thank you.
Where I'm from, I would be considered a saint, so don't try to sell yourself short.
I won't. Thank you very much. Okay, then. I just want to make sure you're fairly compensated in this deal, because clearly I can only assume, thanks to what you said you're looking for, that money is not a particular...
The power you've seen from me thus far is almost everything I'm capable of. After our deal has gone through, if all goes well, this won't even be half.
If I could kiss you, I would. He's talking to the pearl.
He's kissing the pearl.
No, Avon was referring to the fact that clearly money is not like your life pursuit.
Yeah.
Given the situation, clearly, so she wants to make sure you're equally compensated in this deal.
And Berlin told you.
Because to her, this is fucking some godlike shit.
This is horrifying.
Yeah, that's what you say. It's like some.
This is Old
devil
Testament
shit
fuckery.
Seeing. Yeah, and she wants to make sure you're fairly compensated because she's also going to be, quote unquote, maybe relying on part of your knowledge for her village thing. So that's why she wants to make sure you're fairly compensated.
Let's put it this way. If I'm able to drain the king of the land of his life, let's put it that way, it will reimburse me this manyfold. As I've said, from my projections, if our deal goes through without any issue, and I am able to siphon the king of the land, what you've seen here will not even be half of my power. Assuming the gem doesn't explode, which may happen. If that happens, we might all die.
And it, weirdly enough, wouldn't be the first time.
Just stay far enough away and you should live. I will definitely be at the epicenter of it, though, so it's a bit of a gamble.
Oh, I live to take damage, so...
Oh, this would be annihilation.
Got it. Stay away from that.
Flush, you can roll an Arcana check if you like.
I've never seen.
Actually,
this kind
Pierre
of-
can too. He's a wizard. He knows.
Oh, thanks, God.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting me a buff of 10.
Because at this point, you both have gotten enough information to figure out, like, you've seen him do the ritual, you've seen him cast a spell, you've seen him absorb energy. At this point, you have enough information to know what the fuck you're looking at.
Did the roll not show up? It's 22.
I know you are. Did say it. A vampire.
Why not? No, if Berlin was a vampire, he would be so insanely powerful that Olivia would look like tiny baby shit.
No, but you
I know what
we
you
watch
are. Say it. Say it, Watcher. You're a Jonas brother.
That would basically be Berlin could cast a second level spell for free every turn if he was a vampire. But, that's assuming he doesn't bite. But, Comical, you want to roll?
You almost said colon, you piece of shit.
Almost, yeah, I miss Coleman.
Yeah,
He and Berlin
I'm
would
planning
get
to do
along.
something.
I mean, you all already rolled pretty well. I don't think I really need to.
Fair enough. A Flush, and I presume Pierre because he's a smart boy.
Also, yeah, this is gonna be a weird one.
From what you've seen of Berlin, he appears to have the ability to rip the life essence from other creatures and use it to fuel his magics. There is something else in this world that does things like that, and I don't just mean sanguimancers. This is how elves typically achieve epic magic. He appears to have figured out a way to siphon the life essence from living things and use it to fuel spells beyond that of which any one mortal could achieve. What he has sacrificed to do this, you are not sure.
Right. Well, okay.
Hey Berlin, in your plane, does anyone named Mistra ring a bell?
Mistra. Describe this Mistra.
Well, she is the goddess of magic and the weave, in this plane at least. And she got really mad one time and limited our spell castings, at least to my knowledge, everyone in this plane, to a certain
Magnitude.
magnitude. Thank you. It's a certain magnitude, so we don't destroy the world because we are mortals and we cannot be trusted with such power. That's, I think, what she said in history. I don't remember.
In my plane, the Maiden of Colors limited magic to the 10th magnitude.
We go by 9th.
How unfortunate.
Your Mistra sounds like a bitch.
Well, Berlin is from Mistril, it's still alive. Anyway, the
You
Maiden...
know, there's this one person called Gale. He actually fucked Mistra one time.
Damn. I mean, he's not the only one, but yeah. Yeah, Berlin said the Maiden of Colors limited magic to the 10th magnitude. Pierre and Flesh, you're both wizards. You fucking know this. One of the descriptions of an avatar of Mistra and Mistril is her hair is like scintillating rainbows that expand in all directions, as if made of light.
Both Mistra and Mistral has that?
Mistral and Mistra are the same being, really.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well,
Mistra is technically a separate being, but Mistril gave all of her power and her form to Mistra, but moving on.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. What that is. Flush would just say like, well, she does have multicolored hair. That's like and Flush will just like put his hood down and just like shape his hair to Mishra's hair with like the colors and stuff like this.
Now that is interesting. That fits the descriptions. I've never seen her myself, but I've heard the dogmatic chantings from the Lathander clergy.
Why are you
Well,
looking
or
for?
no, he wouldn't have heard
for-
that.
Why are you looking for? Why are you looking for again?
I never said I was.
No. Well, I was just asking because
But that aside, why do you bring up Mistral? Berlin said Mistral, not Mistra.
I was just asking because I was just asking.
Very well. You'll tell me when you feel like it. Well,
I feel all sorts of things right now. One of them is happiness. If you
I
can't
know.
tell from my voice.
I've made this much money before, I know. After you reach a certain point, it just sort of becomes more than you could spend in a lifetime.
I hate when rich people say that.
What do you mean? Money becomes
maybe
pointless after a while. You become so rich that you may as well have infinite.
I find myself to be a more creative person.
If you wish to waste it on something you could never use in your life, you may. All you've really done is put it into the hands of others.
It's more money than you could spend in a lifetime. Challenge accepted.
The problem is, it's also more
Red.
to use.
Red and red and perhaps loves the blood work of other people. Is Berlin a communist?
Aha! No, he is fiercely capitalist.
That's like American logic. Oh, this guy, I don't like this guy. He must be a communist. No, I like Berlin.
Berlin is utmost capitalism.
Okay.
Capitalist pig dog.
Well, that's all my questions. Sorry for taking your time, but more pearls while we roll this one over here. Actually, I'm gonna watch Berlin if you guys don't mind. Pierre, you have prestidigitation. You could clean that up.
Oh, if you're worried about this, Berlin, who
You
was
okay?
completely fucking covered in blood, just flicks his hands and it's all gone.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Fun fact: I didn't go to
I-
wizard school. I just learned all this.
I'm
Neither did I.
gonna take it you are using a spell or something?
Oh, this is an extension of myself.
Ah,
It's a blessing.
got it, I think. I just used the cleansing stone.
It takes everything in me to say to Awen, not everyone is born as unlucky as you, Awen. No, that's for fortune, actually. I'm not gonna say it.
Fortune is at this point sitting on a rock.
I'm not gonna
say that, but he wants to say it.
I'm not gonna out of nowhere insult Fortune.
Fortune is at this point sitting on a rock, hunched forward, elbows on knees, head in hands.
If it wasn't for Berlin actually speaking to Awen, keeping her somewhat calm, she would also be slightly traumatized by all this.
Yeah.
But weirdly enough, this is that nervous part of Awen kicking in where it's like, I'm just gonna ignore everything and pretend like everything's okay. and have a normal conversation.
Yeah.
And then think about this later. It's my
Yeah.
nightmare.
Everything's completely fine. What's wrong?
The dog
Somebody
burning.
big
The,
ass
the
head.
burning background. Dog with the coffee cup.
Mm-hmm.
This is fine.
This is fine. Yep.
Well, Flush is like, I wonder how much elephants I could buy for my circus.
Berlin, I wonder how many elephants I can fit in my gem.
I wonder how many elephants I could fit my ass.
One.
Less than one.
I wonder how
Somewhere
many
between
elephants you still
0 and
live
1.
here.
How many elephants can Berlin fit in his gem? That's a great question.
Okay, good. The airplane is coming towards me. We better make this quick, please. Go inside. Go inside again, or else I'm gonna die in the next 40 seconds by this plane.
A little
I'm
under
in a very
3.
high tower.
Or no, 3. Berlin can fit 3 elephants in his gem.
Nice.
But,
Nice.
yeah. Or no, 4. He can fit 4.
But anyways.
Yeah. Moving on. So you wanted more pearls? Or perhaps this 1 million gold covers my fee and then some?
Well, not to be that guy, but the deal was pearls plural.
You're right. Give me a moment. Berlin's gonna go looking again, and he's gonna, like, again, part the Red Sea and look for anything that looks like pearl shine.
Roll another check.
Gotta be at least one knocking around, right?
Can I assist with perception check somewhere?
It's investigation.
Investigation.
Wait, proficient?
Does anyone wants to help?
Yeah. Do I have to be
Investigation?
proficient? Do I have to be proficient?
Yes, but in order to help with a skill, you need to be proficient.
Then
I don't have that.
Okay, never mind. Can I just walk around on the fucking blood and just look myself for my own investigation?
Yeah, sure, go right ahead.
Because I forgot I could just walk on this shit. Ah, never mind. I'm just kicking rocks at it.
Kicking rocks. You find what looks like a pearl. It's actually just a rock.
The
It's kidney stone.
no,
It was beryllium. You have your stuff in the poisoned condition for a week.
no. What happens? I just accidentally knock something into the blood. It splashes on me. Ah!
You now have AIDS. No. It's inert. Everything in there is dead.
Oh, that makes it smell. Oh,
Mhm. It doesn't smell yet, but it will the next hour or two.
No, the iron smell.
Mm-hmm.
Like all this. You
So-
say it doesn't smell not freaky. There is a smell.
It's
right
in your
now.
mouth.
It's everywhere. Oh, it's everywhere.
What have I done? Berlin is a messy, messy boy.
A little bit. Okay.
What is this? What is today? Why am I here?
Why are we here? Is it just to suffer?
Just to suffer.
But
Fortune,
yeah.
it's
anyway,
in my
you're-
mouth.
Anyway, you're a little distracted by probably the 1 million gold possible from the massive 1,000 pound
You close
Fuck
your
off
eyes,
size.
and all you see is the money.
I'll put on my goggles and I guess I'll help. I've already put in my nostrils. Fuck.
Holy shit.
I believe you have advantage.
Oh, do I?
Another one.
Because of your goggles, yes.
They don't give me advantage on fighting stuff, but sure.
Another
If
one.
everyone is doing it, I'm doing it too.
Oh, you gotta take
Are they object reading or minute seeing?
They identify
Yeah, then
and an Arcana advantage on magic items.
yeah,
Check.
then no, it doesn't help. Unless it's a magic item. Minute seeing gives investigation.
Yes, it's a nat one.
And unfortunately.
Well, how can I say?
Yeah, as you're like looking around, things are a bit it's just kind of nasty.
Yeah, the bad smell's starting to come back.
Sorry, give me a second, please.
Your visage is so hideous that last time you had a portrait done required neither hammer nor nail, as it hung itself. You what?
Oh god.
Damn,
That's
son.
mean. That's mean. What is that from? Is that
I think that's just made up by whoever made that meme.
oh, someone put like something in shit posted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Vicious mockery.
So Berlin has basically made a puddle of blood as big as the clam next to the clam. Archaeologists are gonna find this and be very confused.
Well, then they have to do their part.
I'm doing my part. But yes. So you guys will find a few more pearls. A total of 4. Let's see. If anyone would like to do a history check, you're more than welcome to.
Can Berlin do
Try and see like their value.
Can Berlin do jewelers?
Yes, you are allowed to do jewelers.
Which stat would you like?
Intelligence.
Again, with the 8. I've rolled 2 3s now.
Would anyone else like to?
I don't
This
have
is for the
jewels,
value.
tools.
You could also do a history check.
I hate the Kirby Funko Pops so much.
You God. Oh, I'm gonna start praying to Jesus.
I don't think he can help you.
Okay. No, he has helped me by that 23.
Help me, Jesus! Satan, you owe me!
You owe me, Satan. I've been doing your job for you.
Let's see. I just now saw that that meme, and it's like the shark, and it's the fucking not the Charmin bear, the detergent. Well, anyways,
Yeah,
the stuffed bear for the clothes.
Snuggle.
Snuggle, that's what it is. Yes.
Business Kirby.
Oh yeah.
Pollo, 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 pollo! My god,
let's
that would
see.
increase our profits by 12%. You're hired. God, I hate this.
Let's see. Alright. Ghost. You are, let's see, looking at the 4 pearls before you. Let's see.
Yeah,
As you are like going through the costs of it, like how much you could get for these pearls. Let's see.
This is 4 more, right?
No, 4 total, including the one you
Oh,
had.
okay.
You
Okay.
would be able to get for all 4.
Um, so with all this, probably get like a 1.3 million up to the. Okay. Okay.
Whenever you want to
So,
go help your friends, well, there you go.
oh yes, this will definitely help. Set us up for a long while. Get some people to guard the. Yeah, that. And yeah. Just like he's like thinking what he'll use that money for, like let's get guard that place, get that circus made up.
You know, it's kind of
I'll
funny.
see. Wait.
You actually reminded me of something, Ghost. Thank you. Earlier when you said, "Hey, Awen, you could probably buy nobility with this." She's not nobility, but she has made friends with the kids that were nobility from that train. She has friends out there. It just made me think about that. Nothing.
Okay.
Sorry, just you jogged my memory about that. Thank you.
Fine. I have friends. You and me both.
But no, it jogged my memory because she has been writing to those people too. You know, like her adventures, and she
Ghost?
during that time skip we had, she did go and visit some of them.
Well,
I've
Willie.
retoined.
Ghost, be honest with me.
Do you
How
have
much are you
What?
planning? How much are you planning to gamble at the casino?
Yeah, I was kind of like waiting on that.
Well,
No,
William, if I
William,
bring like
this-
even 100, if I bring
he's
even
going to buy
100,000
the
in gold.
casino so he can
No,
gamble there.
I don't.
Anything he
I don't
loses,
think
he
I can.
doesn't lose.
I don't think. Well, that's my own money. I'm I'm winning. Then in that case,
Exactly.
that's just like the gambling addiction for the sake of gambling addiction.
In other news, damn it, Payday, I just saw out of context quotes. Don't feel bad, maybe ruin Konosuba for me. Don't freaking try to backtrack, you bastard! XD. Me, less than capital D. That is the only emoticon you're getting from me this year. Savor it. And I reply, my day is ruined.
Let's see. I know. I accidentally Christopher Walken.
I accidentally Christopher Walken, yeah. I don't know
Oh, cool.
what exactly I was planning.
The most recent quotes in that fucking channel was of me was, you know, me being racist. insane. That's crazy.
It
Okay.
happens. A little bit of casual racism never hurt anyone.
In a video game, in a tabletop,
I'm just saying,
game.
casual racism never hurt
In a
anyone.
tabletop game.
Applied professional racism, though, has. I hate this. What have we made? What have we done? Okay, how much for the four pearls we found worth?
1.3
to
million.
1.3 million.
The 4 pearls?
Yeah. If you add up all 4 that you have found, the cost for all 4 of them combined would be between 1.2 and 1.3 million gold.
Okay.
Now with the distorted value now.
So 1,400,000 divided by 4 is 350,000 each.
5.
500,000 each, you said?
No, between 5 of you.
Well, I'm asking how much each pearl is worth, but I guess.
Let's see.
It's varied. The biggest one was the first one we found,
Yes.
which was 800.
I'm muted. Hello.
Hello.
Guys, let's buy a Spelljammer.
No, I don't want to leave. I want to buy Grand Circus.
Let's see. The maximum is.
I thought you were gonna say you
1.3
want to buy a
million.
belt.
Let's see. 1.3 million gold divided by 5 of you would be 260,000 each.
How many chickens would I have? Would I be? I know William's calculating that shit right now.
Calculating what?
How many chickens I can buy with 260,000 gold?
You know you have to when Ghost is involved.
Let's see.
I mean, William, you count the fucking victims of the XP for the victims of 9/11. I mean, come on, man. You gotta. You were able to
How
count
much
this.
XP? How much XP does
Okay.
Hitler have from
Guys,
World War
let's
II?
buy the aisle. Guys, let's just
Okay,
buy the
no.
aisle. It's ours now. We bought it. We paid for it. Right.
To answer your question, Ghost, 13 million.
Guys, let's just buy Moon Trip. It can be ours.
That's like 17 million is like the amount of chicken a year of Americans eat.
Guys,
Now you're just throwing words together, hoping you make
Guys,
something comprehensible.
that was less than an
What do you
eighth. Guys, that was
What?
guys, that was less than the 16th of everything that's probably in here. Guys.
Actually, Ghost, Americans consume 8 billion chickens.
Okay, you guys are stronger than us. Jesus fucking Christ, guys, lay off on the fucking chicken. What the hell?
Do you have any idea how much I love chicken? You know, I work at a supermarket, and I can tell you right now, we waste so much fucking chicken.
Dog, eat some fish or something.
I eat like a whole chicken like twice a week, dude.
You know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna order some McNuggies right now. It's the mesh chicken. It's the little giblets of chicken. They
At
put
least
together.
order Wingstop.
Get some, I don't like
iron. Get some.
Zaxby's. Get Zaxby's.
Guys, are there animals like
Chick-fil-A. I think it has
but
to do with
yes.
what we've invested in Ghost, but yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Okay.
So much death.
I don't think I can fit that in my bag of food.
So yeah,
It's
Well, the thing is, these pearls are probably about the size of, like, the big one, the 700,000 one's probably about the size of a beach ball. Everything else is probably about the size of like,
Oh no,
a
it's much
volleyball.
larger than that.
Okay, so, oh
3
yeah,
feet dimension.
the big
It's
one,
like it's 3 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
okay,
Yeah.
so the big one is the size of, like, a human 3-year-old. And the
Yeah,
rest
I'm
of them are,
imagining
like,
that.
beach ball sized.
I could attempt to fit those 3 in my bag of holding.
Let's see.
And
Yeah, the one is like the size of a human torso. One is the biggest one is like roughly the size of a human torso. The smallest one is like roughly the size of Awen's fist.
Guys, how much do you want to bet if we cracked open the biggest one, there's gonna be, like, a humanoid femur in there?
no, I'm not gonna do that. No. But
Guys, what
let
if
me
there's
let
an
me just
artifact in there?
all right. Pierre would identify it. Pierre would see it.
Pierre
I
hasn't
mean,
identified any of them.
yeah, they did. I mean, to me, they're just big pearls. I don't know why I wouldn't
These are
identify.
such
I thought someone had
shiny
Elder
fucking
sight.
rocks. Guys, we've
I thought
discovered
someone
a
Yeah,
had
they're just
wonder of the world.
very big. They're just very big, very expensive rocks. It's not really. There's not really
William,
much to identify.
to Berlin's
All right.
knowledge, how valuable is the most valuable pearl ever found in the world before?
I'd say roll a jeweler's check. Is
Okay. I assume intelligence.
yes.
Instead of just figuring out how to carry the.
Oh, we can carry it just fine. 14.
Sorry, give me a second.
I could carry the pearl for a day or two, but after that the blood would denature and become other materials.
Wait, what does that mean?
As blood decays, it becomes other materials, biochemical tar and ammonia.
You can't carry it with blood anymore.
Oh, thank
It-
you.
Yes, it needs to be. It needs to be a medium that can carry positive energy. If
No,
it is-
it's. I didn't think you'd be using blood to carry it, so when he put it that way, I got it.
Berlin looking at the
Yeah.
pearl that weighs over 1,000 pounds. There's no other way I'm carrying it.
You know, to be fair, I wasn't thinking that all the way through. It's
But
been a day.
to answer your question as to the cost of the most expensive pearl ever found, it would be, let's see, with a 14. You're not entirely certain, but you're pretty sure it's around 500,000.
We may have just discovered the single most valuable pearl ever to exist.
Maybe. No, yeah, definitely. Actually, now that I think about it.
This is
Yeah, and then-
significantly larger than the most valuable pearl ever to exist.
Hey,
The fun thing is, like, this thing is a lumpy oblong mess too. If it was a perfect sphere, this thing would be worth so much more money.
By the way,
With fabrication, maybe.
I could refine this into several perfectly spherical pearls that may combined be worth more. Although that would be a bit of a gamble. If my tools slip even slightly, I could chip it and ruin it.
Isn't there a spell that could do that perfectly? Fabrication or like. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so
fabrication.
fabricate. I could change its shape.
I've been
Actually, how big is it again? Do you exact 3 foot by 4 foot?
It will fit and fabricate easily.
Yeah, it would. The tarp.
About 3 by 2 by 2.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
do you have jeweler's tools?
No.
I'm talking about Fortune. I mean, Fortune can.
Fortune doesn't have fabricate.
The tarp.
She doesn't have the tarp. She returned that to.
Although I do have. Although, question: is this pearl non-magical?
Yes.
It is non-magical, yes.
I do have something else. Major transformation. You can transmute one non-magical object no larger than 5 foot in a 5 foot cube into another non-magical object of similar size and mass and equal or lesser. So I can basically. So it basically means I can just change its shape. I can change its size or shape.
Can you post it?
Well, it says another material, but I guess you could change it into a diamond and then back into a pearl.
Let's see. Your action consume the reserve within your transmuter stone in a single burst. When you do so, let's see.
Which, this could be insanely powerful in a setting that has, like, market mechanics. Yeah, pearls are down, but diamonds are up right now. 2 million gold, please.
I don't think stock markets exist right now.
No, but, like, the market where, like, different things are valuable based on scarcity is a thing.
Compared to Colin's net worth, how much is 1.4? Oh, no, well, not Colin's net, but like the Amber family's net worth, like 1.4 million is. Well, no, definitely not.
Probably about the same.
I don't know. Yeah.
It would be
I was gonna
comparable.
say, yeah, I was gonna say like, it's bigger than that.
But the thing is, like, I doubt we could actually sell this thing to a single buyer. We might actually have to either get a country interested in taking it for the glory of having it.
Flush did bring up a good point of the collector.
Yeah, I can just call him.
Have enough money for
He's
that?
very, 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 very rich.
Maybe.
Or you could sell. Or you could find a seller for. You could find someone to sell it for you.
A DAO.
According to what you buy.
Yeah, a DAO would certainly pay that amount of money.
I'll hold up. I'm gonna cast the sending spell real quick. If yeah.
Okay.
Berlin,
To the collector.
considering how much money there is here, wondering if he should search around for a pearl for himself.
Oh, is he not keeping any of it?
No, these are the pearls he agreed to find for the party.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
The agreement is the agreement. Berlin will not go against his word.
Fair enough. Let's see. Let's see.
All of this
Master
belongs to the
Transmuter.
party. Berlin gets none of this.
Yeah. I think Master Transmuter, it's a 14th level ability. That seems perfectly reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Just reshape it.
I think it says one object, so I think you can just turn it into a different substance. Which is still valuable in its own right, because if we turn it into some kind of metal, we can break it up and sell it piece by piece, and it'd be equally as valuable. Or,
Let's see.
yeah.
It just, let's see, another
Jake from State Farm.
yeah. If you want to just make it a perfect sphere, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Do note a perfect sphere would be worth more, William.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it depends on like the worth of the material itself, not as its worth as an art piece.
Let's see.
Are we doing
check?
Are we doing a Minecraft EMC here, or are we doing the Gods of Merchandise limited based on what it would be worth on the market kind of deal? It's an important distinction, because on one end you could turn 50 GP worth of material into the exact shape and clarity it needs to be worth 500 GP, which is a diamond Because you could easily reshape like a 50 GP diamond into a 500 GP diamond by just perfectly aligning the bits and pieces of it that give it a cloudiness to make it clear. Worth is bullshit, so I don't know if it's like Joaquim is deciding it based on its worth or if it's chemical worth. Chemical composition, not worth.
The government taxes.
Yeah. We probably not usually, but definitely for this.
This is like, dude, fucking a lot. This is a lot of taxes.
Yeah, like at this point I think a tax collector's gonna be frothing at the mouth with this amount of money.
I'm gonna fucking kill that tax collector.
What about the other 800?
Fucking mass suggestion. Oh no, that's not enough. That's not enough. Oh god, I wish I have that cube to cast modify memory on every tax collector in the world.
God, I wish
Stop
Last was
doing
here.
your job.
He could true polymorph into Tivolus and modify memory at will. I never used that ability because I knew it was too powerful. Well, I used it once, but I never used it in a serious manner.
Is the Tivolus like a CR 20 less?
Tivolus is CR 16. Although
But-
in lore it is believed he is Despater in disguise. And Despater is like 23. CR 23. And, you know, after playing Tivolus, using True Polymorph to become him, I'm starting to believe that rumor. I think Tivolus might just be Despater in disguise.
I think DM is dying.
No, he's thinking. He's plotting.
Yeah, I know. Brain death. What is it called? Ego death. No, not
No,
ego death.
not ego death. He's DMing. Oh god, JoJo's Kirby's. Burger Kirby.
Joyo!
You son of a bitch. Joyo! You fucker. How dare you. God, I stopped liking JoJo's after Stardust Crusaders because the stands bit was spent. I miss Hamon. I miss Joseph and and Jonathan. Koyugi, King of Games. What ability does Kirby get from inhaling Yugimoto? I guess it's the ability to draw whatever card he wants.
He gets the power of asphalt.
Oh. Well, that's
not
literally the
true.
power of the Millennium Puzzle. It's to warp chance into your favor, so yeah. Like, that's actually canonically the ability of the Millennium Puzzle. You draw whatever card you want. Or need. Not want,
cheating.
need.
Cheating.
Yeah, it is cheating.
It's fucking cheating.
It is cheating. Like, canonically, Yami, the spirit in the Millennium Puzzle, lets Yugi draw whatever card he needs.
You can't hit my monster because he's flying. Fuck yourself. You can go back to your fucking grandpa's back.
Is
Yeah,
magic.
I
That is
put Knight
magic.
of
I'm happy
Gaia
that his
on
grandpa
Catapult
died.
Turtle's
I'm
back.
happy that his grandpa died.
He didn't die.
Uh,
Yogi, lackluster soldier. But yeah, there's a reason they took Exodia away from him. It wasn't just because it was overpowered from a series standpoint and they'd have to worry about what are the odds of drawing all of Exodia for the rest of the series. It was also because they knew his power that the puzzle gives him would make it where he draws Exodia every single duel. They took it away for a reason.
If that shit exists in real life, when I'm playing against him, I was like, oh man, you're not fun to fucking play with, man.
I might still win because he might never get a turn if I use my zombie beatstick swarm deck that can just sort of say, oh, it's my turn? Okay, I clear your side of the field with Black Hole, I summon 8 monsters, I attack you for 16,000 attack, I'm done. I win.
Yeah, true. If he gets first turn and I get second turn, I might be able to win too in like the 4th turn.
Second turn is actually the most powerful position.
Yeah.
Because you can't attack on your first turn. But yeah, my beatstick deck is fucking annoying because I can just, like, Black Hole. So it's like, oh, you put 2 magic cards face down, I'm gonna Mystical Space Typhoon. I choose the one on the left, 50-50 shot if I'm lucky. Oh, that was your Harpy Feather Duster, how unfortunate. I'm then going to Black Hole to clear the entire field.
Duster?
I don't. Somebody who wants to use the trap card ability to say, oh, you've played a card? Fuck you, not anymore. I guess Mystical's... No, it's a quick spell, so yeah, the Harpy Feather Duster being a trap card gives it the ability to just sort of activate it almost any
spell.
time.
It's not a trap.
Is it? Which one's the trap
Harpy
card?
Feather Duster. I think it's Harpy Storm. Harpy Storm is the trap version of that, I believe. There's also Heavy. I think there's Heavy Storm, which is also a spell that destroys every single card on the field. So it's Black Hole, but for traps. Hold on, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time, so my knowledge is a bit off.
It might be Typhoon.
Typhoon.
Even when
Harpy with Typhoon, yeah.
Even when I play Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't remember my cards' names. I just like, oh yeah, that one from the images.
Dust Tornado, maybe. No, I'm thinking of a different card entirely. It was Dust Tornado, I'm looking at the image, and that is the image I was thinking of, but no, this is target 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls, destroy that target, then set 1 spell or trap card from your hand, which is still really good for other uses, but it's not the one I'm thinking.
So yeah, looking at the language, yeah, it has to be of equal similar size and mass and of equal or lesser value. So yeah, unfortunately that would not work out. Using that to make it a sphere.
There are other things though.
Yeah.
Then again, no, it wouldn't be equal value, you're right.
In that sending, William, that I'm sending to the collector, would he receive it?
Let's see.
Sending. We have a pearl about 3 feet tall, 3 feet wide, of excellent clarity. Would you be interested?
Yes, he does receive the sending. What do you sending him?
I say, this is flush. Harvested 4 gigantic pearls from gigantic clam, worth
millions, thousands, cotillions,
around millions and more.
Billions.
Can you buy?
It's worth
one is 3 foot by 3 by 2 by 2. Yeah, one is 3 by 2 by 2 in feet. There you go. That's 25 minutes.
We use freedom units here in D&D world. Which makes sense. It's sort of a medieval kind of thing, so they would use imperial units of some kind, probably.
Let's see. There'll be a little bit of a delay in response, but you will hear.
Yawn. That's one word.
Cannon, in case he's woken
Sorry.
up.
Let's see.
The yawning is one word. Sorry, a yawn technically contains infinite syllables and is therefore infinite words. Your spell ends.
Well, I'm most certainly interested. Come to my auction house in Fear, and I'll take a look.
We live in fear.
Well, he sounded like he is able to buy it, but later, after we fulfill our end of the bargain, which was the dinosaur man.
We
But
question
for now-
flush.
Yeah.
Does this square our arrangement?
Well, yes.
Very good.
Mhm.
Roland's gonna go look for one more pearl.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He can do that.
You seem to have found all the ones that are in the area that you had, but if you want to go,
He doesn't
Look,
mind
like,
smaller ones at all.
yeah.
12!
I mean, like I said, you seem to have found all the ones that were in the. Hey, shoot.
Berlin considers if it's worth it. Considers if he's ever worked with a gem that big before. Considers that he has never worked with a gem that big before. Knows that he must attempt. How much does this cost? Give me a moment. It's 5.
It's,
Yep.
Yeah, 5 per, right?
Yep. He's doing it again, fuckers.
In fucking sane.
Berlin's going over here. He's
Okay.
doing it again, fuckers. He can't be stopped. He's a blood summoning fool.
Can't stop, won't stop.
No matter
Must
how hard he
stop.
tries. Can't stop, won't stop, bust stop.
Oh, that's adorable.
What, bust stop?
No, the little curve is
Oh.
popping up, so he looks taller.
Boil. Tall boil.
Let's see.
He's going for one more. What?
All right.
One more job, Arthur. I'm so fucking sorry if I pull like a 1.2 million GP pearl this time, guys, because Berlin is gonna break it up and make it to a bunch of smaller pearls.
All right, you do this. Go ahead and roll a investigation check, please.
Okay. 2! 2. I am
All you see is
so
like,
insanely hell-bent on rolling single digits.
Let's see.
Wait, why is that plus 0? Oh, yes, never mind. He doesn't have proficiency. Moving on.
Yeah, but I've been doing it like since you've been doing it with like the blood and the slot.
Yeah.
thing
Oh,
and
so
stuff like
6. Sorry, you're right.
that. Yeah.
6.
How much gold can you? That depends.
Hmm?
Like what spell are you using with?
Oh, he's using Maelstrom
No,
to
no,
like gather
with
it.
Pierre. He said, how many people can one revive with 1,000,000 gold pieces worth of diamond?
Oh, how many people can Berlin revive with 1,000,000 gold? Let me find out. I think it's
I
100.
think that just depends on how many. It's
It's 1,000. Berlin can revive 1,000 people with 1,000,000 gold worth of diamonds.
yeah, depends on which spell you're using. Yeah.
Yeah. Depends on which spell I'm using. Of the spells that I have. Thanks for a moment. Carry the 10. 1,000. I could revive a small city.
Why do you know what I'm thinking?
Oh, I thought he was asking.
Let's see. Let me do some math here.
Berlin toying with life and death. Guys, you wanna know what the most fucked part is? A cleric could do most of this.
I've only ever made one cleric.
I've only ever played 0 clerics, but I've made 3.
Oh wait, not 2.
Berlin finds a 200 GP pearl.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah. This is how you. I'm gonna open a company where it's like, get rich quick, come to this dangerous jungle and return with this artifact. If you do so, you'll get 100 gold, but the artifact is worth 60,000. But you don't know that, you dumb fucking peasant. Bruh.
You dumb adventurer peasant. Stupid adventurer, you don't know that the item I'm having you gather is worth millions of gold. Somebody is going to come and investigate this, and they're going to have questions.
We don't have to pay taxes for the collector, right? He's not for,
We have to pay taxes on the money, I think. Wait, what? What?
That's fucking crazy.
What? What?
That's
You what, mate?
That's crazy.
I guess,
That's
yeah,
fucking
because, like,
insane.
the bigger they are, the easier they are to spot.
This is fucking insane, alright, man.
Yeah, it'll take you a little bit, but it's like this site seems particularly juicy.
Oh, God.
But yeah, you are able to, over the course of about 10 minutes, go through all this stuff and just find all
Guys,
these pearls.
I don't think we ever need money again for a while.
What are you talking about? Plush is a wizard. That's gonna be gone in like 2 days.
You're right.
Well,
Flash,
William,
you don't
no.
understand. You're gonna spend all of that
William,
money in so
it's not
little
even because I'm a
time.
wizard. It's because I'm Ghost. I'm gonna fucking gamble. Boys,
I love
we're
how
gonna be rich. Listen. In gambling, you could lose 100%, but you could also gain 1,000%. It's statistically like just weighted towards us. Weighed towards profit. Why won't you go gamble at all of it? And like,
Except for the
if we
fact that the
lose
casinos
everything,
aren't going to let you win 1,000%.
And like, if we lose all of it, we're still young. We could just get more.
Just get that back.
Get
Just
that
get
back.
back.
If you lose, that's just how life works.
I don't know why, but I'm just imagining Fortune like, okay, every single one person that we've had joined the group has been a gambling addict. Therefore, I am going to hold all of the money for the group forever.
That is it. I am the purser. Everybody hand over your gold.
I handle my gold responsibly.
That is true, Avon. You can keep yours.
Anyway.
You're right, Avon. You can keep yours.
You're confused? Yay.
Alright, so, yes. You guys have been here for about an hour.
We are in so much trouble.
Let's see.
I mean, we want the guy to come to us.
Okay.
Do you need to, by the way, the three that we got, are we agreeing to put it at like my bag of holding or like someone else's? But Flush volunteered for his bag of holding.
You guys got 4.
You guys see as Berlin
Yeah, no, the
is
three,
like
the smaller ones.
casting the spells somewhere else. And
He's doing
he's
his
just
thing.
like picking up fucking softball-sized pearls, putting them in his bag.
Yeah. I rolled 2 different metrics, which was size and quality.
God fucking
And-
damn it.
And weirdly enough, all the high quality ones I rolled small, and all the small quality or all the low quality ones I rolled large. It was weird.
Oh god.
Okay. Since he's putting it in his like his bag of holding, I'm not gonna be able to see like the exact amount because like we're still 100 feet away. I think.
Yeah, you do
Maybe
see
I don't know.
You see he's like bending over, picking it up out of the mud.
You guys are like 800 feet away.
Yeah. Berlin
This
like
thing's 1,000 feet across, and if you guys are still over here, then
yeah.
you guys are like,
Berlin walked off. He's like, I'm going to go acquire some funds.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see like how much you actually got. But since I'm gonna clean up the big one also, and some honey's gonna be pouring out.
okay.
The pearl's cleaned, and then I'll put it in my portal hole. The one big pearl.
By
The rest go.
What is everyone's passive perception?
11.
70.
11.
70.
Let's see. Awen and Pierre would hear the sounds of hoot. Awen and Pierre would both hear the sounds of rather heavy footfalls coming from the northeast. Berlin, a bit distracted, does not notice the heavy footfalls coming from the west.
How dare. Fair enough.
And that is where we're going to end this.
Fuck, dude.
Where is Zen?
Oh, all that.
You
blood.
guys just picked up roughly 2 million gold. How do you feel?
Holy shit.
I won't get to see any of them.
God.
Are the people
You
in
know-
that village really worth it?
It's that moment where, like, super excited, but then super nervous because usually when you pick up something like that, something else follows.
Yeah. Berlin's either about to, like, quintuple his money, or half it.
I'm sure William won't give us anything we can't handle. Yep.
Well, I'm more talking
I'm sure
about,
he's
like,
excited.
assuming he doesn't die horribly in some upcoming encounter, he's, like, Berlin has already decided he's going to, like, use his jeweler's tools to break up these pearls and cut them into perfect spheres and polish them.
Oh,
They'll probably be worth less in the end, but this is more about practice and personal growth than anything else, so...
by the way, am I fucking crazy? Didn't we fight? Well, I don't know if Flush
I
knows
mean,
this,
yes.
but didn't? Okay.
But for the sake of it, what's the rest of that
Listen,
sentence?
no matter what I do, no matter how bad I fuck up, this is already more money than I'll ever spend.
But didn't like you guys find out that the collector is like a genie? I forgot what type of genie.
An heir, a
djinn.
is it just called
Oh,
a
yeah.
djinn? Okay.
Yep, just call it a djinn.
Yeah.
Flush just knows that
Sorry.
he's really rude.
Florida man had his testicles removed and replaced with 2 Bakugan balls. Cyberpunk 2077. You are breathtaking. Oh my fucking god.
You cannot throw your balls to the table.
You know what, guys? Kindly look in Jasmine's right hand on the I can show you the way image. That's about where we are. Sweet.
By the way, the king of the land, wasn't he like a dire T-Rex or something?
He's a
We sent.
giant,
We got no idea.
giant dire T-Rex plus bullshit.
Yeah, like fucking king of the ocean is like 4 basketball fields and like.
Listen, guys, I have a plan.
I think we're gonna fight at like a
I-
tier
Some
30
of you
creature.
may die, but that is a risk I'm willing to make.
I slit his throat and we run. No.
Guys, it's simple. It's simple. Just like waste all of his legendary resistance, and I'm gonna do something.
It's based on if you get hit, fucker. How's your AC? Or wait, let's see. Yeah, it is based on if you get hit, fucker. How's your AC? I base the thing I'm planning off of the fucking fiendish halberd used by bearded devils.
Hey, when you have ranged attacks, right?
I mean, I have stuff through throw, if that's what you're asking.
Hey, when you're gonna have to Dragon's Dogma.
Or you're gonna have to tell me what
Um,
adjective you're using that as.
Okay, so in order to Dragon's Dogma, wow, that's a big giant fucking thing. I can't just swing at its toes. I'm gonna get behind it, climb on its leg, crawl my way all the way up to its lower back, jam my sword into its spine, and just start twisting it and jerking it around repeatedly.
I don't think that is Dragon's Dogma. I think about that as Shadow of the Colossus.
Dragon's Dogma lets you do it at any part of the monster. You don't need a special
Sir,
stat point.
I never played Dragon's Dogma.
Oh,
That's why I think Shadow of the Colossus.
I recommend Dragon's Dogma. I think you'll like it.
Okay, well, I'm
It's
not
pretty good.
familiar with it. I know Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah. I made a joke in another line about the people of Skyrim sleeping on top of their blankets, but we shouldn't blame them. I guess such a complex animation was beyond Bethesda's grasp. I mean, for 2012, it definitely was.
To be fair, most people, like, that kind of animation is very difficult.
Like I said, for 2012, it definitely was.
Yeah. Like, even modern day, most people don't even try to put people under the blanket.
True. Who put Kirby in giant fucking goth boots and a hat?
Bayonetta.
Why not?
Bayonetta doesn't wear a big giant hat.
She does.
No, she doesn't.
At the beginning of Bayonetta 2, she wears this big fuck off sun hat.
That is a prop at the start of the second game that never appears again.
But she wore it.
Damn it. So I guess we can say Bayonetta wears a nun's habit.
She did.
At all times? Okay.
She likes making fun of them like that.
Yeah. True. I need to play that. I got to the part where there was this huge like platforming section near the end of the game. I need to play the rest of it.
I want to play Bayonetta just so I can go through the storyline, because...
It's actually a really good game, too. Like, it's very
I know
Dante's
it is.
Inferno. It's really fun. Like, I played it. It was really fucking fun.
Oh yeah, I know it is, and too,
It also
I just
comes...
want to actually enjoy it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, myself, like...
It also
actually
comes
play
from
it.
that era of computer graphics that, like, Dragon's Dogma and Metal Gear Solid Revengeance and, like, what are the other two? There's two other games. My brain is locking up.
Devil May Cry.
Dark Souls 1, Devil May Cry, and also, like, Shadow of the Colossus all come from where it wasn't exactly perfect, but damn was the texture quality fucking gorgeous. You're looking at a painting. It was that in-between where, like, people were like, "Aw, we have digital art and all these tools, we're gonna go ape shit."
I understand, because that was also the era where I was watching annoying YouTubers, but at the same time, they weren't annoying enough for me to not watch them.
I was-
It was a dark time.
I was watching PewDiePie back then, I know.
Did you watch the bridge incident?
No, I had stopped watching before that, but even then, it's like, He was just kind of going for the most offensive thing he could say right then. He didn't think, wait a second, I'll get in trouble for that. Like, it's blatantly obvious with, like, the long pause. He was just trying to think of, like, what's the most offensive and angry thing I can say to this guy?
You know, funny thing, like, the internet is like, oh yeah, you can say that, that's fine.
I don't think he has his N-word pass, but I'm going over the context of what could possibly have happened.
It was more of the guy was like, oh yeah, I forgive him.
Yeah, it's that
Nobody
thing where, like,
cares.
it's that thing
Yeah.
where, like...
But, like, the companies were like, oh my god, I'm pulling out of YouTube. Fucking...
There's also a genuine risk, because he does actually come from Sweden, which is very, shall we say, unforthcoming to people who aren't white. So we need more data to know the context.
Quite racist.
Exactly. Quite racist.
Oh no, I was planning to come to Finland.
I mean,
it's a different country, so...
I'm just gonna end the stream. Bye, guys.
Yes?
I'm done walking the
Finland
line.
and Sweden are two different countries, yeah.
Have fun canceling me on
Please,
Twitter for being
please,
a PewDiePie
please quote him.
apologist.
Please, someone quote him.
You're fine. Go ahead. It's fine. I'm basically just saying I need to know more about his intentions behind the usage.
No, she's saying a quote ghost on the are Finland and Sweden two different countries.
Basically,
They are?
my final assessment is I need to know more about his intentions behind the usage, but damn does it look bad with the track record of his upbringing.